procure some good business from the halfling. We had purchased a whole bunch of goods there. The halfsmith, I should state, for the store. None of us got the name as Atypical Adventures, even though we bartered with them. After which we went to procure a few more things, see the sights around town, as well as Zashi and Zeke went to look for the man of curiosity who had dealt with the various gemstones, aka stole them from the previous jeweler that we had dealt with, or more or less Zeke dealt with, sold the good prices for him. Which at that point, after exploring around town, having some conversations and getting some information on who this person is to trade with and possibly seek them out, Sharia, Luz, and Pezver had a little bit of time conversating on the ship. You know, couple dock workers walking around, relaxed moment. At that point, which we had proceeded, we decided to go looking for this man with Zashi and Zeke after they got information of where to exactly look, which I believe was a alchemist slash herbalist, and that was, I got her name unfortunately, but a tiefling woman who was quite upset at the fact that we were looking for her son, understandably, as bounty hunters and all the other such in between.
She was also dodgy as shit.
Yeah. But, you know, not exactly the greatest when people come looking for your son.
Yeah.
But on that factor, we didn't get too much of a chance to talk to her as she kind of shut the door on us, which is understandable to current circumstance. But we went to continue looking around a little bit more. I believe, if I recall correctly, Zeke had managed to get a little bit of a meeting with one of the people who had some of the gemstones, possible like pretend buy, and just kind of looking around to see who has them, make sure that we were able to kind of collect them and get an idea where they're at. And as we were heading back towards the towards the inn,
The Lazy Socks.
Lazy Sock. The Lazy Sock, we saw someone of curious nature, but, you know, booked in for the night. In which, at that point, after performing and relaxing in, the person that was kind of eyeballing us and went to purchase some stuff, Lucille had taken a moment to read his mind, at which he was following after us, and then led up to the situation where we realized that that person was the possible were shark that we were after. So we immediately proceeded after them, curious of what was going on. Ended up following his trail through the city, to which at that point he reamassed with his crew, as the other were-rat people was with him. And after offering Zashi the chance to evolve and become better, some people looking ecstatic at that prospect, ended up breaking down in a huge fight, because obviously we do need his fucking blood, and it didn't seem like he was going to really give us the chance to get it peacefully. Not like we really wanted to get it peacefully from him anyway.
Weren't too keen on parting with it.
And which at that point we had broke down into a brief combat, in which Cherie called the shadow. A lot of other spells and powers were slung, and it was a brief cacophony of noises amongst the small business section here, as we left off after fully savaging these were people, and the guards were approaching, I believe, at this point. Not in sight, but by sound. Hear them in the distance.
Yeah, that is right where we are going to pick up. You guys are standing around the corpses of the were creatures, which are all beginning to revert to their humanoid forms one at a time, starting with the largest, who is currently shrinking back down from were shark to man. And you can hear the tromping of heavy boots. Those of you with dark vision will note the spill of light coming down the road here, around visible around the edge of the house. The guards are coming down the way you guys just came from. You still have to acquire the blood, but right now, what is looming large in everyone's mind? Fight or flight?
Uh, Flight, as Shuri is immediately booking it for the alleyway.
We don't need more smoke right now.
Zashi is running to get the blood.
I got an idea. I got an idea. I can make the shark guy smaller, and we can bundle him up like a kid and run out with him like and I can make myself into a mama or something, and
Don't quit.
like we're terrified. Okay,
We don't
ready?
got time. Quick.
She makes him
What?
small. She's gonna cast reduce on the corpse.
Okay, you cast reduce on the corpse as Zeke grabs the smaller creature. We're going to roll into initiative for a skill challenge for you guys to escape these guards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not select my token. Also, I'm going to use my reroll
Okay.
because that's way too low. Oh, that's better.
All right. Real simply, Josh, I'm gonna grab your token and drag you back to the party because this is how we're gonna do this. I'm going to put a single token down for the guards. They have a flat 10. The way this works is that each round they're going to get closer. A successful skill check will keep them from advancing that round, and a nat 20 will send them back. But for this specific skill challenge, a critical fail will send them forward 2 spaces. Does that make sense for everybody? It's a slightly varied skill challenge.
So we're not moving as normal on the map.
No.
This is just representative.
Yes. So there are currently 5 spaces between your group, and I'll line you guys all up between your group and the guards, quote unquote. So, Shuri, what would you like to do in this skill challenge? You guys have grabbed this little man and are running away as the guards round the corner and voices are raised.
I am now also concentrating on enlargement.
I assume that the guards can't fully see us, right? Not just yet. Like they're following us.
You can use you can create the scenario. If you need them to have not quite seen you yet for your check, that's fine.
Yeah, because Shuri is going to subtle spell disguise self and make herself look like one of the random guards that she's seen today.
Okay.
And which at that point kind of like pretend like I'm chasing after someone and fully like a little bit of breaking away, like misleading.
Like, I got this way, you go that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And what skill would you like to use for this? Deception or performance?
Hard deception right now.
Deception. Okay, great. 23 smashes the 17 DC. He does not draw any closer on your turn. You guys turn and run as Shuri points another direction and several of the guards split off and head down an alley that she points at. Zeke. For clarity, I believe you're the one holding the mini sharkman.
Yeah, I believe I can just chuck him under an arm.
Totally fine. Yeah. Sack of
Yeah.
potatoes.
Well, in your head, you hear yourself say, "No, carry him like a child. You support him properly." It's an illusion. Like trying to get him away.
You don't know, man. Don't get him on.
That's
Gosh, I don't got too many skills. I'm trying to think of a way in which I could use athletics while like bounding and
Run very fast and very hard.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
trying to think of a creative way to do that, but that's really all I can think of right now.
You run down an alley and pull a cart very quickly across like your path behind you, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Z. Please.
Oh, have a roll. I'm already roll that.
Okay, that is your once per session reroll. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a slightly better? Is that? I don't know if that's enough.
A 15 is not going to succeed. I said a DC 17 for this challenge.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. This is a difficult challenge. Okay. You turn and stop dragging this cart, and you are able to block the pathway, but by the time you finish, 2 of the guards have come around the corner, and they turn back and yell for several more to come. As you turn and pick up the guy and start running away, they're already moved. The 2 of them are already moving the cart away. And they draw slightly closer. Lucelle.
She has. She's got to stay within range. Concentrating on her markers, so she's going to. Okay, so yeah, she does change her appearance before at the outset to be just some random citizens that she's noticed who's not part of this area, maybe. It's not hoity-toity, definitely looks poor. And she runs to keep up with Zeke, but not too close. And just she's trying to use perception to keep an eye out for good places that we can use for cover to possibly escape the guards.
You're looking for somewhere to like duck into and let them run past?
Yeah, potential places where we could break the pursuit easily.
Okay.
That failed.
That is not going to succeed. They're going to draw a little bit closer. It is chaotic and hectic, and especially with the fact that you're only illuminated by your pebble giving off the light spell, the bouncing and very quickly moving shadows make it very hard to spot a quick hiding place. On their turn, they are going to attempt investigation to catch you guys, but a 15 does not succeed. They don't move forward on their turn. Zashi.
Okay. 1 second. I have to check about. Is my thing still manifested? I guess it is, huh?
It would be. You're able to move it on your turn, right? It's like a bonus action. So yeah, it would just be like bobbing along with you as you're running.
Okay. I'm not quite sure if I need to move it actually to do this. I'm checking range.
Remember, it needs to be a skill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What am I gonna do? Fuck.
Seduce the guards. Fuck the guards. Yeah. Fuck up Obi.
Sorry, I have no idea what to do.
Oh, that's fair. It's a tough challenge.
Yeah. Because I can't repeat anything anybody else has done, right?
You can do any of the skills that someone else has done, but you'll be at disadvantage. You cannot repeat any skills that you do.
Okay.
What if you fail?
Yeah, I mean,
Question.
It's still disadvantage.
Okay.
yeah. I guess I would be looking for a place to hide then. Like or perhaps what the best direction is to run.
Okay, and you wanted to use perception for that?
Well, did you study the city? Do you have a history knowledge?
You-
I mean, I have been the one in control of the map, I guess.
Yeah. History. You guys have the Pam. Like recall the best way to get. So I'll ask as a part of this check. Where are you trying to get to? This route that you're trying to plan.
Yes.
Do you want to go to the boat? Do you want to get out of the city? Do you want to go back to the inn? Like, where are you trying to get with this check before you make it?
I mean, our stuff is all back at the.
Also, the boat might be the safer place to take the corpse.
That's true. I guess the boat.
Okay, give me a history check. No disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
And 18 is a success.
Yeah.
Zashi grabs Zeke's arm and Lucille by the wing and goes this way and darts into an alley. And Cherie goes, "What the fuck?" and like charges after the three of them.
Lucelle's wings are invisible because of the sky self, but because Zashi knows where it is, she grabs it. And
Yoink.
goes, "Ow!"
Go. Yeah. Okay, that was round one. They are roughly 100 feet closer than they were at the start of this, but you guys are on your way to get away. Cherie.
Keeping up with the illusion, kind of mimicking call-outs as I hear them calling back. So, full on going with the performance that I'm holding of the illusion now that I know it's anchored.
And hey, Nate, can you use skills that you're not trained in, or do you
Yeah.
have skills?
You
Okay,
can
cool.
use whatever you want. Yeah.
Cool beans, cool.
Okay, what is this performance? What are you doing?
Making purposely wrong callouts as I heard them like down certain like directions, alleys.
Disinformation.
Yeah,
Okay.
keeping up the illusion that I'm still one of them.
So not only using your disguised self, but also like hearing the voices of the guards in different directions and making callouts, trying to recreate their voices to sow even more misinformation, has the guards scattered and confused. And with a nat 20, you gain ground for yourself and your party. It's a great start to the second round. Zeke.
I do have a question. What's like the success condition for us?
The guards don't reach you by the end of the second round.
Oh, okay.
That's
Um,
the higher-
Which we're doing.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we're not looking for a total number of successes. I'm going until you
Yeah.
avoid a number of fails, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess I'm all just sort of real quick look around using my kind of animalistic instincts to see if I can, spot just which path seems to be the fastest immediately in front of us.
Okay.
So
What skill would you like to
perception?
use? Perception. Okay, you will be at disadvantage because Lucille used that one.
Oh, okay. Well, would survival be an appropriate option?
I would allow survival, like especially looking for maybe something
Yeah.
with a stone street so that your tracks
Yeah.
wouldn't be visible, or something
Yeah.
that will. Sorry, what?
That was last round.
For this. I'm trying to keep
Oh.
it unique. Yeah.
Heard.
I'm changing up the rules for this one a little bit.
I get it. Sorry about
No worries. I'm
Uh,
trying out something new. So.
that.
Have roll?
Mhm.
Bad.
Ooh. Okay. You point out a route. And you won't be able to give off tracks because of the stone path, but the loudness of your feet ringing off the stones does let them hone in a little bit more, and you can hear the barking of hounds now, farther away than the voices of guards, but it seems like the response is getting bigger. Lucelle.
wild dogs in this town?
If you need one, there can be one. This is an improv situation. There's not like a bear, but cats,
but, like,
a cat, a dog, several pigeons, that sort of
there's
thing.
A wild dog.
Okay.
We sell
Take it through a
them
trash
to-
can.
Yeah. She's gonna say, hey, and because she has to speak with animals at will. She's like, hey, buddy. She flies toward. She flutters up higher, flies towards it. I guess, or get a little bit closer to it. Hey, I got something to make it worth your while if you help us out.
What do you ask it to do?
Yeah, there's a bunch of big guards. If you just like run under foot and kind of trip them up a little bit, and then run away, I will come back and I will give you all kinds of meats. I promise.
Throw meat where want run.
Okay. She starts digging out and pulls out some rations, I guess, and throws it.
Huck it as hard as you can. Okay,
Yeah.
give me an animal handling. This will be basically how much interference the dog ends up running.
Not that much.
Not a huge amount. It's not a very big dog, and
Yeah,
the
it's
guards
kinda
mostly
scrawny.
split around and run. They are hot on your heels. Make or break moment. You can hear the sounds of magic, possibly casting location spells, trying to find you guys. With 25, that is a success. Zashi,
Oh,
it is all on you. Make or break. If you can succeed on this check, you guys will get away. If not, the
Yeah.
guards are going to catch you.
no question.
Okay. Let me look things.
I have a suggestion, maybe.
Yeah.
Those doing spells. You could try and think about how they're doing their spells and how we
Yes.
could
Yeah.
avoid getting out of that. Yeah, we could get out of their way. Out of get the magic not happening, or dodge and duck and weave in such a way that we dodge their arcaniness.
Dodge again.
Yeah, can I,
use your arcane knowledge to counter this?
Yeah. I want to do that somehow.
Yeah, try and arcane to recognize their spells and see what you can do to obfuscate that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan. Well, and if you succeed, that it can take its effect as a counterspell.
Does someone have an
You can have one
inspiration?
success.
I'm gonna use my once per session.
Okay.
Oh no!
I'll give her my once per.
Okay. Make or break.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Zashi, you hear the words of a locate person spell being cast with the words Leonin in it in Draconic, and you immediately throw out a counter spell just blindly in a direction behind you as you see this guy with some kind of it almost looks like a wand, but it has a larger, almost barrel-looking end that has a white and green magic pouring from it, and you snap it out, like snuffing it like a candle. You guys round the corner and come pounding down towards the dock as the guards head closer, or head farther north into the city. With that, I'm going to say that you guys have just reached the south dock, having lost the guard in the houses here, veering off of the path. And I will take you to the south, the dock map, which is very quiet and very empty this time of night.
So y'all hear in your heads, Lucille talks to each, individually. It's like, okay, we should probably get inside the hold so we can see about this blood, because we don't want to start coagulating on you. We want it while it's fresh. So, okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, you guys, just book it straight to the boat.
Could we move the turn order?
Yes.
Thank you.
you guys just come charging onto the boat, and as you do so, the door to the captain's cabin is kicked open, and a crossbow bolt hits the mast above Zeke's head. And you see a Panaziver in an what looks like a nightgown that, as you watch, transforms into their armor that they wear. They're holding their sickle in one hand and a crossbow in the other, and they just kind of give a very tired sigh as they realize it's all of you.
Hey,
You see, yeah, Lucille chimes in her head. Sorry, Panzer, it's kind of a serious situation right now. We killed the were shark guy.
She gestures to for the stairs to head below deck with the scimitar, and walks over to grab her crossbow bolt, and pull it out of the wind.
yeah, I mean that's the plan. All right, let's get uncursed, please.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you guys should be on boat map, and free to act as you would like. There are still the sounds of the guards with raised voices, but they are farther in the distance and don't seem to be drawing any closer. Though the baying of the dogs echoes loudly in the city.
Okay.
Let's get this done. You got the magic. Uh,
Well, yeah, but first, before we start casting shit, we should make sure we get fair amounts of you know, that feller's vital bloods.
I mean, we got the whole guy. I
Yeah,
think that's
I
enough.
know, but we gotta. I don't want to have his corpse out. I need to put the blood into a vessel so that it's easier to access. Because just reaching into his body is kind of fucking garish. Okay.
Zashi goes and grabs him a vessel,
Yeah, just like a bowl
or grabs
or
her a
something.
vessel.
Yeah, just something.
You get a
Thank you.
cup from the kitchen.
Whatever, just something. I just don't want to be reaching into some guy's torso. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
get
maybe
you.
maybe that's your thing, Zeke, but it's not mine. Okay.
No, I don't.
I'm not like some of my cousins. Okay. I don't like to eat fuckers.
That's not. I just don't get why you like watching it and not doing it.
I don't like watching it either. I mean, I get a thrill, a vicarious thrill of watching you kill people, but like, I gotta observe things because that's part of my shtick.
Why you don't get so excited about it then?
Because it's an act, honey.
Insight.
Too far.
What?
Too far.
My family has me on contract over here. I thought we fucking explained this already. Fuck.
Yeah, but like it's the contract when you gotta act excited about focusing.
Yes, because they're living through my reactions. I gotta share the emotional response too, so I gotta drum it up. Otherwise, they don't feel nothing and they don't enjoy it. It's complicated.
That's stupid.
It's not just what I see. It's what I feel, smell, hear, taste.
But
It's a whole gamut.
if you don't like it, and they have to go through you liking it, then you don't like it, so they don't like it. So why does it?
It's fey minds are freaky. Okay, especially when you're like me. I can slip into characters and turn off aspects of my personality a little bit, so I can kind of mute myself, especially
That's
when I'm dealing with that. It's
strange.
real weird.
Anyways, let's get this shit done.
As you're talking, the reduce ends, the body grows. Panaziver like comes over and takes the cup from you and gestures towards the guy, like this guy.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yep.
Okay.
Just go over.
Find a juicy bit and
Yeah,
squeeze.
She like pushes him over to his side and puts her sickle right up against his thigh and like pops it like a wineskin and just exactly, yeah. She just has you like hold him, Zeke, and squeeze the leg.
Yeah.
Time to get some bug juice.
Yeah, the cup. She'll fill the cup maybe 3/4 of the way. And pull it away. Some blood like spills
Okay.
on the ground.
Now, Mr. Zeke, I think you also got bit by this fucker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking you might have also contracted whatever he got.
I do feel a little tingly.
Feel a little tingly, yeah. But I think we need to do Zashi first because she's further along with whatever
Yeah,
the
no,
fucking
let's
shit is.
do your thing.
I know, but
Like,
the problem is I can't. I mean, I'm happy to do you right after her. I gotta rest first. I only have
yeah,
one
it's
spell.
fine. We got.
Okay. So let's go to a quieter spot on the ship that's gonna make sure that we don't hear any weird sounds. So the guards don't come poking their snoots in.
This about as
Okay.
quiet as it's gonna be.
No, farther away from the stairs and maybe closer to the cargo, just because I think that deadens a bit. And is there a way to are the slats above the cargo hold? Is that just is it just part of the map?
That's a great.
visual
That's
thing?
just always there.
Yeah, so the grate opens, but there's not like planks or anything that you could put over it.
Okay.
I mean, just about the only place that could be kind of quiet is maybe icebox, but this.
Nah, we don't put anybody in the ice box.
Can we just hurry up and get this done? I mean, like, if folks is talking
Trying
in
to
the whole.
rush it. I was just making sure that we're safe so we don't fucking get people on the boat that are pissed off about this, okay? We just murdered some fuckers in the alley.
It was fun.
Hey, they attacked us, and
That's
they
still murder.
were.
Just saying.
No, it's self-defense.
It's self-defense, but you're still killing people. That's murder, okay? Anyways.
No,
Hey,
it's not.
Zashi, you might want to sit down because I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I've never decursed somebody before.
Let's just go. There's nowhere for me to
Okay.
sit here. Looks around at the cargo everywhere.
You got chairs up there.
So you can, like, grab, like, one of the sacks of shit and just, like, fold it in half.
Just sit on
Sit down on it.
Yeah, don't fall and hurt yourself. Okay. All right. And so Usel holds the cup with blood in it and proceeds to cast Remove Curse using
Okay.
the light energy she has.
With advantage from Zashi, make me an Arcana check and then do this.
Arcana. Ooh. Not that great.
Okay. Well. How do you use the blood as like attempting to use it as a material component for this remove curse spell?
Yeah, because she has no idea. Like the curse when we tried to do it the first time, something about the curse was like, oh, need the blood.
You cast the remove curse, and as you hold out the blood, it seems to shiver, almost as if a tremor ran through it, not unlike a Jurassic Park, the water like vibration. But then it sloshes to the side, almost
Coiling
like
away from it.
recoiling away from you or sloshing towards Zashi. It's hard
Okay.
to tell which of those two things.
Mhm.
And you get the impression that you're still casting the spell as if it hasn't gone off yet. That it needs just one more thing from you, this blood. And as you speak the words again and make the sign again, it sloshes a little bit more violently. And a few drops come over the lip of the glass that it's in, and they fall horizontally towards Zashi.
Put it on me. Put the blood on me.
Okay. Because she's the showman, she gets her hand like covered in the blood, and then she just, I guess, presses it onto Zashi's skin. I guess where does Zashi have exposed skin? Her face, her arms.
Where it done
Yeah,
by?
arms
Where
or
did you,
chest.
where did you get bit?
Like right here, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she puts her hand where her hand's covered in blood. Where you got bit? Just
Zashi, you scream as a hand that feels like it's as hot as lava grabs onto your shoulder, and you feel the heat immediately course through you, fire running through your veins as the remove curse runs through every single cell of blood that you have in your body, purifying it, changing it, removing this curse that has affixed itself to every part of you at this point. And as you finally like run out of air and collapse back onto the box that you were sitting on, you can see a small fairy halfling sized handprint burned into your shoulder.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, that hurt.
I've never done that before, but I think you're not gonna turn into a shark person at least. She smiles and her little teeth. She's got her insides are extra pointy, so she looks like she got two little fangs.
But Zashi, you do feel different. Not lighter, not heavier, not tingly, but it's like a sense of anxiety has been removed. You're no longer as aware of the
Impending.
silver that you had in your pocket before, which was almost like an awareness you didn't know you had. Like that feeling of putting on pants, and for the first couple of minutes, you can feel the pants every time they touch you. That feeling goes away.
Wow.
Yeah, you feeling a little better now?
Much better.
I'm glad. I'm sorry that hurt, and I'm sorry you got a handprint shaped like my hand on your shoulder.
It's all right.
Maybe we can fix that later. Get a cool tattoo or something on there. I mean, we can also, maybe cut it off and just regrow skin there. That would hurt, but at least you would have a different kind of scar.
Look,
I think it's okay.
I understand that y'all have, I don't know, reminiscing or whatever the fuck to do, but we should get out of here. I don't know if you feel like you can, but Giggles, can you take these rocks over to there's a jewel guy. He does like rocks and shit over in the market. Um, just go there, tell him I sent you. Give him these
Okay.
rocks, and he should give you. He should give you what? Maybe it's just the gold, and just tell him. And I'll give her the information that I have on
The jeweler.
Yeah, the salesman.
on the salesman, and also the investigation I did, like the fella I dealt with and the Headless Son and all that.
Okay.
Just like the information I have, and see if you can get maybe a little bit out of him for the information as well.
Okay. I'll try to wheel a little bit out of him for.
But don't be too long, because I'm thinking we're gonna get this shit turned
Yeah.
around.
I
And
mean, it is
start on
1
our way.
a.m. Just to remind you guys,
Oh.
it is the
Oh.
blackest parts of night.
Yeah, we should.
Also, the
probably rest
gods are
first.
just outside. We shouldn't be leaving the ship right.
Yeah, maybe we should rest, and then we can take care of that, and then get the hell out of here.
I mean, you got the tricky magics, but
I have no magic in me right now, honey. I have zero, not a mucho. I think we
I
should
thought-
buttress up the ship and just
I
kind of
thought you
hide lay low.
got the magics that make you look like someone else. You just do that forever.
I can do that at will. I also can talk to animals at will, and I can intrinsically cast some things, but then I gotta rest all day. If I
Well,
rest for an hour, I can get my magic back.
well, all you
I can
gotta
cast
do
my
is looks like someone else. And
Yeah, I
select
can.
the guys.
She pants, she bamfs, and makes her appearance look like the captain. Yeah, I can look like.
You're a real fucking tiny version of me, though. You're like half size.
Oh no, you're still a medium-sized creature, right?
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can't like
She-
add.
She's not
Like,
exactly your size,
that.
but she's a small version of you. Yeah, she's a.
You're like at tops 2/3 of the size.
Yeah. It's still funny though, right?
I don't appreciate your mockery.
I'm not mocking you. I'm just showing what I can do. And she turns back to herself.
I knew what you could do.
But I mean, I'd rather, if I'm gonna go and talk to somebody a little shady like that, I would prefer to have my capabilities just in case something goes sideways.
I mean, the fella ain't that shady. He's
Everybody's shady, honey.
why the fuck you talking to me?
Because you've earned the right to be trusted.
You're confusing.
You just figured that out?
No, I'm just saying it. Again, because I don't like it.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm confusing. I don't think that's gonna happen. Ever change. I apologize in advance.
If you could make efforts towards being more pragmatic, I appreciate it.
I will try my best.
Anyways, is we leaving now? Because the only way we're gonna get these gems to the
I mean,
salesman
are they even
fella.
open? It's 1 a.m.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is that we're either leaving now or we'll wait until the morning.
I
And I don't know if I want to
think,
be waiting until the morning with the guards come around.
well, Cherie, Miss Cherie. She
Yes.
looks around.
Doesn't see her
Real quick.
leaning
Yeah.
up the body already. Like,
Yeah, you were paying more attention outside while we were helping out. I was actually there. Did you see any guards creeping around us?
they seem to be avoiding the docks.
Well, there you got it, Captain. I think if we stick to the ship for now, I can sneak out like you'd like me to when the place is open and talk to the guy. I think we'll be okay.
All right, but before you do that, seeing as we need to wait around a little bit anyways, can you unshark me?
Yeah, I was hoping to do that as soon as possible, but I do need to rest, please.
All right. Make quick though.
It's gonna take an hour, honey. I can't do anything fast about that.
Yeah, but like, I mean, make it a quick hour, I guess. I don't know.
I will
I'm
do
gonna
my
go
best.
back up, Kevin.
Yeah, I will come to you and we can do the ritual, the spell when I'm with a spell.
Make it the quickest hour you've ever seen.
I mean, it's not gonna change how fast it goes, but okay. I mean, I guess we could maybe play some music or something that when you're having fun, time seems to move faster. But that's
Don't bring attention to the ship right now.
yeah, exactly. We probably
Not
don't
with
want
the
to do that.
guards nearby.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could sing to him in his head, but I don't think he'd like that.
As she's like
No,
shoving
probably
the
not.
crated body into the storage area.
What's really off-putting, maybe not off-putting, but just very interesting is how quietly she's doing that. It's like I've never heard of somebody quietly like hiding evidence of a dead body like that before. Normally, when people are trying to hide a murder like that, it's usually pretty noisy and messy. Yeah, that's most impressive. Quietly, what is that?
Practice.
Oh, and Panaziver is here as well, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hi, Panaziver.
She waits.
Panzer does.
I
Panzer does.
I gesture to the dead guy, and I'm like, "We got in a fight with the shark guys."
Double thumbs up.
And a bunch of the rat buddies too.
Yes, they were a strange nation.
But y'all murdered the fuck out of them. It was hilarious.
This makes me curious.
Yes, we did win.
She'll come over and she'll look at your handprint and like give it like a poke, and look at you like, does it hurt?
I don't think so. No, it does not hurt. Just looks like some kind of war paint or whatever. Shrug.
Le shrug.
She'll give you a nod and then look over at Cherie and pat the top of the box, and then give her kind of a questioning look, like why?
If somebody brought attention to the ship, no. We don't exactly need a corpse sitting in the front.
We could always, play it off that like we're transporting the corpse to be buried in his homeland or something.
Exactly.
She'll hop up and sit on one of the other boxes, point at you, and Lucelle, and then point over to the hammocks and mime sleeping. Then she points at herself and then points at her eye.
Oh, well, thank you. And she obliges and floats over now that she's no longer concentrating on keeping her appearance to look like a halfling. And actually, she's got her. Did she leave? Did she leave her hammock at the end? No, she unpacked. She packed it up. Yeah, she quickly takes her gossamer hammock, which looks very resplendent, and puts it up in her favorite little spot on the prow, and slings into it and starts napping for her quick short rest.
All right.
Zashi knocks gently on the door and
Come in.
Nevermore.
I will apply the hit points and get my spell slots back when you say I'm good to Nate.
Okay.
how you feeling, bud?
Yeah. I'm just a little frustrated. It feels like every time I try to do something that folks say is a good thing to do, it just don't work out. And then folks get mad at me for being bad. And
What do
it's,
you mean?
well, I was trying when we was going to that herbalist lady. He'd go, hey, your son is in trouble. I'm gonna go over and chat to him. I don't care about whether the boy needed to he didn't need to get hurt or nothing. I just need to get the gems, bring it back to the guy, and then get the money, and he can go do whatever the fuck. And there's plenty of folks who just kill him because they feel like it, and I feel like I was trying to do a good thing, and I don't got punished for it, and that's frustrating.
Well, I mean, some people are just not easily helped.
Yeah, doesn't seem like anybody is.
Zashi will pat his big shoulder.
Yeah, well, I suppose maybe when I was locked up on freaking Woolstone, I forgot that the only way you survive in this world is by being meaner than it. Never mind. And I'll just sort of go to the bird and basically just let it out in the room and just sort of start absent-mindedly chucking little bits of food in its direction.
Zashi will go and languish on the bed.
I mean, we did get a lot of money for the green glowy rocks.
Yes,
That's nice.
it is nice. It's nice to no longer be poor.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's probably the most profitable trip I've made. Profitable single trip, anyways.
Wow. Well, then I guess we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Of course, I could use plenty more money.
I mean, who couldn't?
Idiots. That's who.
I mean, idiots can use money. They just use it bad. In fact, if anything, idiots use money.
Wise words.
You know, funny thing is, a lot of folks, everyone says they're smart, but sometimes it feels like folks get so smart they become stupid again. They just forget the basic things, little things. Anyway, don't mind my philosophizing. Um,
You
I'm,
you know I don't mind your philosophizing. Zashi teases.
appreciate it. Anyways, wait a bit. As much as I like swimming, I don't feel like I want to be a shark man. I'm happy being a tiger man.
Yeah, that's a lot on your shoulders to be a tiger and a shark at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
tiger shark.
I never was great at multitasking.
Yes, and you know that that's not the case. How long is this short rest, I wonder?
It's an hour long.
Zeke just kind of curls up on the bear rug and probably just sits there with like the bird feed in his hand and falls asleep.
All right. Lucille, since you're the only one not like trying to go to sleep, you would definitely be able to feel as the first hour would pass, and you would get your that's whoops. Uh, your first short rest in, whereas everyone else is starting a long rest, to my knowledge, right? No one else is trying to short rest specifically. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So she gets her 7 hit points. She's topped off, and she gets her spell slots back. And she goes to the captain.
As you come up on deck, there is a clattering, and you look down. There's a walnut on the deck next to you, and you look up and you see Panaziver in the crow's nest.
Mm.
And she holds up 2 fingers and then points, and you can see off of the let's say the starboard side of the boat, you
Mm-hmm.
can see a trio of guards, not patrolling, but standing. They seem to be surveying all of the ships for movement in the bay.
Okay. She does not. She hasn't exited yet. So she sees the acorn drop down
Yeah.
before she exits. And let me double check my spells because my memory can't remember what spells I have. She casts invisibility on herself,
Beautiful.
and she flies across to captain's door. And excuse me, 1 second. Mute my mic so I can cough real quick.
And then he died. What?
Okay, better. Sorry about that. She knocks on the door quietly, and she like whisper yells into the door. Captain, guards are watching the shore. Let me in. I'm invisible.
Yeah. He was probably like stand up and the bird, I imagine, flutters off after eating from his sleeping hand and then opens the door.
And she also has a cup of blood too. Sorry, I forgot she would have collected that before she left up.
Yeah.
And
Opens the door, and closes it.
yeah, she closes it and she stops concentrating on invisibility. Actually, no, because it would end when she casts curse anyways. Okay, Captain, please sit down. Like I said, you saw what happened to the. I mean, it may have been because she was
It's
part of the wrong.
cross-legged,
There
and
we go.
I can't remember where Zeke was bitten.
I think it was on your back or on your arm.
I believe it was an arm. If you want to decide
Yeah.
which one thematically makes more sense.
I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, but I imagine his left because that was kind of the side that the guy was on. So it just sort of hold out his arm, just big, beefy arm, just pull on the ground in front of you.
And also because of how how big he is compared to her, Lucille. When she's standing, he's probably still taller than her.
Yeah, like he's sitting cross-legged, and
Yeah,
he's
his
still
arm is
like
like right in
he's
front of her.
he's
It's like
he's
it's
still
kind of
like a
head height.
yeah, he's still like a head and a half taller.
Yeah, so she's holding
And
this
this,
big ass mug because I'm thinking of
honestly,
Rowan.
his
Like,
probably his whole forearm's probably your height.
yeah. So she's and also realizing with size context, the mug is probably as big as her head when she's holding. It's like a little kid holding this mug. She puts her hand into it, and it's like her forearms in the mug. Blook, and she puts the mug down. It's like, okay, Captain, this might sting a bit. Please don't hit me or claw me or whatever. All right.
Yeah,
Uh, and also, please forgive me if you have, a little handprint on your arm. I'm gonna try to put it under your fur so you don't maybe be able to hide the handprint. But yeah, yeah. Anyways, and, do I need to worry about another Arcana check, or is this we now that we understand that I need to put the blood on your skin?
You
That's
did not, but I will get from Zeke since he knows that this is a painful process. I'll get a con save if you would like to try and prepare yourself to not make sounds of pain,
all
since
right.
you know there are people outside.
okay. So she
Yeah,
casts remove curse. Oh, I double cast it for some reason. Sorry, mouse click twice.
17, more than enough. Yeah, you grit your teeth, and you probably wish you had thought of getting something to bite onto.
bullets probably like come out on that
Shink.
arm.
Yeah. And just like right on the inside of the elbow where you grab him
Mhm.
under, where it's like the least amount of fur, just next to the bite wound, you feel the gentle heat for you, Lucelle, and the burning heat of purifying fire rushing through your body, Zeke. So she described it as like being struck by lightning. It is very much like that. You do not have the same feeling of it rushing throughout all of you. It is mostly localized to the arm, but because of that, the intensity is spiked because the infection is still
Yeah.
ongoing.
Oh,
Uh,
that was not pleasant.
that said, your burn mark is slightly less pronounced, and you can see that there is still some. I guess it would be fur, not hair.
Mm,
Still in some places underneath
mm.
where she placed her hand, so you might actually be able to still grow your fur back. You're not sure right now though.
Hopefully that grows
Like
back.
there's still a little fairy handprint where she touched.
Hmm.
And it's just,
Yeah, she sees it and she's like, "I'm sorry, Captain. You also have been marked by me. I wish I couldn't do anything about it, but I mean, the only thing I think of is maybe cut the skin and just make a generic scar. But I mean, your call.
no, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, at least the curse is gone, right?
Diamond
Yeah,
shaped cutout scar. Just
Mhm.
fucking peel it
I
off.
mean,
Ugh.
if anything, my hand's kind of cute, right? I don't know.
that's
And also, you got fur, so it kind of hides it. So I don't. If somebody gives you shit about it, you can always knock their block off because I know you love doing that shit.
Aw, we have a matching tattoo.
Yeah, it's matching.
huh. I guess so.
And then you
You
can
know, I
always
never
have a
got any
tattoo artist put
tattoos.
something around it. Like maybe they can do like a turkey or something, like like little kids do on some holidays and some planets.
Huh.
Not the Thanksgiving crafts on my body.
That's odd.
Hmm.
Anyways, I appreciate the unsharking me.
Yes, sir.
Um,
I mean, you're my captain. Of course, I'm gonna hook you up.
right. Uh, I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep too. I just was making sure to get you taken care of too before
Yeah.
this blood started going bad. Also, she casts presentation on herself and cleans up her hand.
Why did you stick your hand in that? By the way, because I don't think you need to do that. Couldn't you just pour it on me?
I
Because
don't
you
know.
said you
It's
don't.
because I'm channeling the magic. It's coming through. It's kind of like a ritualized bullshit thing with curses. you gotta do some shit with both the caster as well as the person being afflicted by the curse. I know that much about it.
What asshole makes the rules for all this bullshit? I
Uh,
don't. And he just doesn't my way.
you're asking the wrong. You should probably ask your wizard. She could probably give you more about the theory. I just know how to manipulate it a bit.
It's just. Never mind. Just
Yeah.
gonna
I'm sorry, and she passed
lays
on that
down.
because he is close enough for her to do so. Your hair is real soft. I love it. Anyways, good night. And she goes quietly.
Please do not touch me without my permission.
I'm sorry, Captain. I forgot. I was just we was having a moment. You can pat me on my head if you want, or you can push me into the door. I don't care. It's my fault.
No, I just want you to not touch me without my permission.
I'm sorry. Well, next time if I ask nicely,
No,
could I pet you?
you have to ask then, and I'm gonna tell you. Yes, it's probably gonna be no. We ain't there yet.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I pet you without your permission. It was me being real happy. Anyways,
It's kind of demeaning.
it's not intentional. It's not because I looked down and I thought you heard it real cute.
I know. I'm just saying how it makes me feel, and I'm hoping you understand that I do not want you to continue doing it.
I won't do it no more. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna wait just to make sure that patrol ain't looking at the ship, and then I'll go. So, but you can go ahead and go get comfortable in bed or wherever wherever you sleep. And she goes and watches the door creak cracks open, and watches the docks before she makes her
And
way to the stairway.
I do
Okay.
appreciate the uncharking, by the way.
You're welcome, Cap.
Give me a stealth check to move across the deck versus their passive perception.
I'm gonna get my light on. It's a bit dark on camera.
Stealth. Oh, not with advantage. 15.
Okay, with a 15, you dart across low to the ground, flying just a few inches above the deck, and straight down the stairs. And you don't hear any sounds. As you look up from where you are in the stairs towards Panzer up in the crow's nest, she isn't moving, doesn't give any sign that you can see.
Yeah, when I have eye contact with her, say in her head, say, "Thank you," quietly. Disappears under.
All right. Other things that happened throughout this night. Cherie, is there anything you want to do?
She's just out cold, enjoying her sleep, like nothing happened at all.
Okay. All right. Then it is a bright morning at 10 a.m. when you guys all finish your long rest. The docks are loud and cacophonous all around you as you wake up. The streets and docks are once again thronged with workers of all kinds and description, all intent on the day's business. I will update dynamic lighting. You guys are still wherever you want to be on the boat, but I'm just going to move us back to this map for the purpose of this stuff. You can make out several more guards posted around the the docks. Yeah.
There's a murder on the loose.
Folks, I done gotta go sort out my gym business.
I'll come with the captain.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need someone who's a talker, because
I mean, I don't know if I'm the best talker, but I'm good at bullshit and I'm fast with the words.
well,
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
more
I'm not
likely
the
that-
best talker.
I mean you can come if you want. I'm just saying I want to make sure someone who is a talker going to be coming, because I'm going to be.
I'm not like a classically trained lyricist or like a debater, but I got some charisma, so I think I can help out.
I'm not asking you to sing at them. I just.
Yeah, no, not singing, talking. I know how to talk to people so they're engaged. It's all right.
Anyways. Alright.
could always broker a deal if you want me to.
Yeah, if you want, Cole, I'd appreciate anyone just talking on my behalf, because folk tend not to listen to me until I'm already killing them. Actually, no, they don't even listen to that.
All right, let's head to the gem store.
Okay, so you all together are gonna go.
Okay. And she
Yeah.
switches to her legalized citizen alter ego.
Okay. Is there anything else I should know before you guys make your trip into the merchant district?
I mean, left all my stuff on the boat.
Make sure I'm all cleaned up. There was
Well, so if I remember, everything but like weapons and stuff would still be at the inn.
Zeke doesn't have a whole lot, and he took all of his stuff with him when they went, because he was expecting that,
Okay.
some shit was going to go down. I believe I mentioned that I was saying I wanted to take my stuff back to the boat at some point last session.
Okay.
I mean, if that's not doable, that's fine.
I mean, you're the one that knows how much stuff your guy has. Okay. You guys start heading through. You're benefited by the many people, especially the South Dock is one of the busiest areas of the city. But as you head towards the merchant district, the ability to simply exist in a crowd gets a little bit less and less. And though you don't get stopped by any of the guards, more than one do seem to turn their head at a fire genasi and a leonin walking together. You guys make your way to the merchant district. You can very easily find your contact, the salesman, and get his attention. He will signal for you guys to wait a moment as he finishes up with a client, but very quickly does and begins shutting his stall down while directing pointed looks at your group.
Yeah, let's have a chat. It's not ideal, but I have some news, and some good news. Not all the good news you might be hoping for. But
Follow me, then. Leads you guys all into the back. You seem to have multiplied. I
Yeah.
need help.
partners.
No,
Well-
this is my crew.
Yeah, he's our captain. I'm just a worker.
I see.
They were just busy earlier. So, and then I'll take the gems and just dump them out on the table. This is what I could get.
Captain,
I-
and she helps to organize them so they're not such a big mess.
they're
Yeah, I mean,
uncut.
there's only 3. Yeah.
They're uncut. There's 3 of them. I didn't drop them from the fucking sky. Anyways, these are the ones I got for you. I managed to find some fellow who was selling them. Sorry, what was the name that he gave me again? I'm trying
What?
to remember. It was like
The-
Adrian. That's the guy who I bought the gems from.
Sven.
Sven, that's it. Fella called himself Sven. So that's definitely not his name. But and I'll give him like the description in that. So here's 3 of them. I paid 65. So I appreciate. Obviously, there's the 60 for the gems themselves, but maybe I don't know another 20 for the information. So is this the fella calls themselves Sven? I met him down at the Lazy Socks. And from my understanding, the fellow who you mentioned to me was in a group, something about the knives or something like that, some kind of gang. Same folks, many folks we think it took the water from that fountain. And he's a son of that bitchy ass herbalist lady.
Son, she
Apparently.
came to the city alone. One of
Yeah.
very few tieflings.
Yeah, I mean, the description you gave me was not of a fellow with horns, so he's adopted or some shit happened. I don't know. She seemed kind of dodgy as shit, so that's the information I got for you.
I would be wary of her.
Yeah, no shit. She didn't want me to come into her house and see the plants, even though she was what she was saying. Um, so that's, you know, that ain't a good sign. But anyways, that's the information I got. Um, I ain't feeling like it's too wise for us to be hanging around. Um, Folks be suspicious of unusual folk, and me and my friends here are rather unusual.
Speak for yourself, Captain. She smiles.
You're the most unusual of all of us. You know that.
What are you talking about? I'm a halfling. I'm from this area.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What of
Anyways,
the other stones?
I can't say for sure, but I believe this Sven individual, um, which again, probably not his name, uh, was I mean, he was shifty as fuck, obviously. Um, I would be surprised if he was not the one who was the way through for all of these stones. I imagine this young man, the fella, the herbalist son. I didn't catch his name actually. Um, he uh, he was he sold them all to him. I imagine. Um, and then the Span fella was, sending it about. I heard someone walking off with some rocks in their pocket. I think that might have been it. Uh, but that's a trail for maybe someone else to be following. I I would do it myself, but again, this city being a bit shaken up and folks is prejudiced, so I don't feel like sticking around.
Well, I'd be happy to give you the 60 that these stones are worth. The information is less useful to one such as I, but
Well,
I'll
it might be
cover
useful.
your total cost of the gems. You said 65.
Yeah, and I was hoping for, I don't know, just a little bit more, seeing as I did do some legwork, and that'll be some information you can pass on to the next fella.
Yes, you did get somewhere with this investigation.
I done got you about a third of the way, so something.
He looks, not,
I ain't asking
I
for
don't want to
much.
say dissatisfied. I am not in the. I did not get in my business for making deals that I could get done myself. The deaths of these thieves is very important to me. Perhaps I could incentivize you to stay and find the rest of my merchandise.
By all means, incentivize me.
I will add an extra 50 gold to your bounty if you bring me proof of the death of the man who took what was mine. Information is little good to me. I am an outsider as you are. Very few wish to help in this place.
Yeah, shit. Um,
And feel free to
uh,
insight or whatever if you don't trust this guy or whatever it is
yeah.
going on.
I mean, I don't. He strikes me as the folk who is the type who doesn't lie, but is selective with the truth. Um, and I mean, I'll just, you know, I imagine he's hiding something, but I guess I'll make an insight check to see how much I feel like he's hiding, and whether it's and whether it's like a threat to me or not by being associated with him, or just like being around him or not. Whether that's a danger to me, or
Yeah.
whether it's just like, oh, he's got his own shit going on, it's hidden, and it's not necessarily a concern of mine, and it won't end up being unless I really start digging into it.
Okay.
Like just yeah, bad.
I mean, he seems very intent on getting this job done. You get the intention he doesn't want to give you any more money
Yeah,
for the gems if you don't have anything else concrete for him.
yeah.
So this is him trying to get the job done. I'll say with the 6, the only thing you really pick up is that it's important to him that these guys are not around anymore.
Um. So remind me, is the 50 extra plus how many gems was left that you was missing?
30.
All right. Sorry, 30 gems or 30 gold?
He was going to pay you 200 gold for returning the gems. He was willing to pay you the 65 now, just out for these 3 stones,
Yeah.
or 200 gold. No, now 250 gold for the rest of the stones and the death of these thieves.
Sorry, that's 250 on top of the 65.
Yes.
Or, all right. All right, crew. Who's got feeling like we want to be moving on? Who's got feeling like we could use a 250 and that is worth the risk?
I
Oh.
think we should move the fuck out of here. She says that
Mark.
telepathically.
Smart.
Business prospects are curious enough, but I suppose if we do move on, it would be good for some of the other businesses that we've been brokering, especially with the armor trade.
Yeah. All right. Sparks, you got a opinion?
Shockingly, Zashi does not have an opinion at this time.
Well, it seems like majority of the vote says we go. So if we come back and those folks are still living, no one else to solve your problem, I'll come back and say hi, see how it's doing. But we got business elsewhere, and yeah, I'll let you know if I'm back in town, and I'll take a rain check, I suppose. Obviously, you know, if you find something else to do, you do your thing. But I'm just saying, I might come back, and if I do, I might come help you. But my crew is eager to move on, and for that I do apologize. But I hope the work that I have done so far is valuable to you. I understand it may be a little bit disappointing, but something better than nothing.
He inclines his head, um, and goes to get you the 65, which is what you paid the Sven for the stones, and he'll give that to you.
Thank you. And to clarify, and I turn to the rest of the crew, but I paid that for my stuff, so I'm
Presumed as much. I'm going to get a couple of more bottles of rosé before I leave.
I guess some good drinks too, actually. All right. Well, thank you, salesman man. And I suppose I may or may not see you later. But if I discover any more interest in gemstones, and I'm passing by this way, I'll be sure to come you first.
He'll nod again. I give it back to you. Okay, you guys head out. He resets up the. Actually, he doesn't. You see that he leaves his tent locked and heads to another stand that seems to have lots of different message birds, crows, owls, ravens, a few trained pigeons, and some larger birds like falcons in cages. As you guys break off from him, you make your way over to the your favorite halfling liqueur merchant, and give us some trouble over there.
Oh, how helpful.
Yeah. What do you looking to pick up some more bottles of rosé? Do you remember the price that you had for those already?
I believe they were 4 gold.
Okay. So however many you would like to buy, you can purchase. As you guys are making your way over, you guys have been kind of keeping an eye on the guards. Why doesn't everybody give me a perception check? Wow, okay. Zeke, once again, mystified and confused by the halfling woman and her lascivious words, is just kind of staring at her confused. Just, why is she so hornily pouring drinks into people's mouths? What's going on? When Zashi, Lucelle, and Cherie see a familiar figure darting through the stalls, the three of you see Sven walking with a purpose down towards the halfling district.
Well, shit. And you hear this in your head. So say, well, shit to everybody. Once, one. Because you have to do it. It's
What's
annoying
that?
that you can't broadcast it. I just, that's all sent Sven. Go piss
Oh
man.
shit! Alright. I mean,
Let's get his ass and then head out.
yeah, we follow him, I suppose.
Okay. She puts down an additional gold for everybody's favorite sultry wine dispensing lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she puts that down. Thank you so kindly for taking such good care of us.
Well, here, let me give you a nice big pour, darling.
Don't make it too long. We gotta get going.
Nah, I don't. I gotta stay good in my head. But hey, can I give you a kiss on the cheek?
Oh, sure. And she'll
She
lean
says-
down.
she actually flies up when nobody's looking, and she picks her on the cheek real quick.
She turns her face right at the last second. You kiss her on the lips.
And then yeah.
And she'll go, stop you, and you guys hurry after your quarry. A little bit red-faced. Assuming that you guys are trying not to be seen, can I get a group stealth check from everybody? I'll average this out. Started off strong with a 9.
Cell is going to cast.
I'll do your one better.
Don't be
She's gonna-
suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
She's gonna cast invisibility on people. Level 3. So that means how many does that affect? A level higher, yeah, it's 2 people. So she casts it on. Since she's inconspicuous anyway, she's gonna stay halfling form. She's gonna cast it on Zashi and on Zeke, so that it's
Okay.
easier for them to sleep around people.
Both of you roll again. I know it mechanically doesn't give you advantage,
Yeah.
but it's the only way to represent it. So
Yeah.
yeah, you two are invisible for an hour or till you attack somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. Cherie got a 9, and can I get a stealth for you, Lucelle?
Yes.
We want a good one. Oh dear. Okay.
Not
What is
great.
more important to you? Staying on this guy's tail or not being noticed by him? because you're going to have to sacrifice either speed or stealth.
Maybe speed, maybe stealth. Because we're in a rush anyways. Maybe we should just be noisy about it.
Okay.
Your call,
Lucille, you see Zeke and Zashi charge out after this guy. You quickly throw out a few words of power, and they vanish. But your loud magic does attract the ear of someone who knows what they're listening for. And as you see, Sven turns and he sees you casting magic and sees Cherie behind you. He very quickly picks up his pace and starts running, and you guys start pounding down the road after him, chasing him. However, with two of you invisible, it does not draw as much attention as it would if the people who were spotted as themselves last night were to be doing so.
Yeah, of course I can't tell telepathy about them not noticing, but she does tell Cherie. Well, at least they're not as suspicious.
Okay, just north of the Halfling quarters, you guys are running after Sven. You're not gaining ground on him, but you're also not losing ground. And you see that he trying to be stealthy, but I believe a 12 is less than both of your passive perceptions. You would see him duck into what looks like a bakery right here, just north of the Halfling Quarter. You hear the doorbell bang open and see it still swinging as you come around the corner. Though you don't see Sven anymore. Do you guys charge right into the building, or do you take a moment?
Probably say, hey, wait. And how long has it been? How long were we following him?
A few minutes.
Okay,
yeah.
So
you guys are running after him.
We have still the benefit of invisibility. Okay, so he thinks he's gotten a drop on us. Maybe we still have the benefit of them only thinking it's just the two of us. Maybe I can approach and draw them out, and then you guys can bushwhack them. I don't know. Maybe you guys can go in and observe and see what the setup is. If it's just some guys being stupid, and you could just get back the shit they took. Yeah, because I can concentrate on this invisibility for a while longer. Still, you got at least 45 minutes.
I'll check around back, make sure he's not to the.
Yeah.
Run for it.
Yeah. Just I'm gonna fly on top of the roof so that we have more area to move around. Because if I get too far away from you, then it goes away. Okay.
And give him a moment or two to calm down. Just a couple minutes.
Yeah. But Lucille would go into an area where she has cover. And
let me put you guys on. I do have a map here.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room outside of the building, but if you look right here, you guys should be able to see. You're right on the edge of the map, but you can move around, and the dynamic lightings would be the walls of the buildings around it. So if you want to circle it, you can. You can see through the windows. Zashi and Zeke could definitely peek around and check the different things that you can see. Yeah, windows, yay! We're using the dynamic lighting option.
Is this the man's?
That is not the man's. No.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucille would probably fly.
Am I not able to? Is this meant to be a wall?
Yeah, that butts right up against the side of another building.
She would fly, or she would go to cover where she could.
This is not the man's either.
No, it is not.
Make sure my mic's picking
What were you saying, Brandon?
She would fly to, or she would move to where she's got cover out or something to change her appearance to like the generic person in the city.
Yeah, the halfling woman.
Yeah. And then she would fly up like she's cast light on herself to make sure that she gives good mobility for Zashi and Zeke while they're invisible still. So wherever you want to place me for that in relation to being on top of the building.
So you're going to turn into a woman that doesn't have wings and then fly on top of the building.
Well, yeah, I guess she'll just move around. She'll just tail and move towards the back of the building. Yeah.
Okay. If you
Well,
guys,
just
if you
stay on the
want,
ground.
you guys search around. There doesn't seem to be any exits other than a window on the side of the front room and a window in the side on the rear, the south side of the building. From the windows, you can see that there are two people. There seems to be an old man standing behind the counter, wrapping bread in cloth and wax paper, and there seems to be another person in the back stoking a fire with several uncooked loaves of bread. You guys are out of sight of the interior of the building. Those of you that haven't been invisible and walking around it, you guys all know this information.
I do have a question. The windows that we passed by, are any of them open or are they all closed?
The window in the front room was open. The window in the back was closed.
All right.
So this window here is open, but so is the front door. It is like an open shop that you can see.
All right. In which case, if the door's just open, I'll go in because I'm invisible.
Okay. I mean, it's like it's got like a bell and stuff. It's like unlocked, like you saw it swinging when you walked.
Oh, I thought you said open, not unlocked.
I meant unlocked when I said open.
You're good. All right. When are you going in? Let's follow by.
Okay. Lucille goes in, like she's looking to get some bread.
Oh well, hello there, mistress. How may I be of assistance today?
Oh,
Rickety-looking older man.
I was just drawn in by the smell of this lovely bread. It smells good. I'm not usually in this part of town.
Oh, well, that's surprising. I'm right near the Halfling district. Are you not from here?
No, I'm actually visiting family. I'm from another part. I'm from another continent, and we just recently came. I haven't been to this town in years, so I haven't been to this part of town in a while. That's
I'd
why.
be happy to provide anything that you need.
Yeah, I'd be interested in like a baguette or something, and maybe if you have any good tasty pastries.
I'll just tap you on the shoulder invisibly, just to try and get you to talk to me because I can't speak, otherwise I'll alert him.
Yeah, she's tilting her ear, like her ear twitches, like to show that she's listening.
I can't
She
say
has to
anything
be.
otherwise.
She has to be able to see you to telepathically connect to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's explained that to you too, so you would know that.
Okay.
You
in
can
which
you
case...
can whisper real quiet.
Yeah.
When you,
Alright.
because you're invisible, you can essentially put your mouth right
Yeah.
up against her ear, and
Alright.
she's not going to freak out because she knows that you're there.
Alright, in which case I'll fucking stick my whiskers in your ear and go
She giggles very softly.
try and get him away from the door so we can get past him.
Okay. She moves over to the goods on closest to the front entrance here, and she's like, "Hey, I have a few questions about some of these items here. Could you tell me about the ingredients that are in them? I can't quite. My eyes are aren't getting so good. I think I need glasses. But
You couldn't be old enough to have eye problems.
No, it's a long story, honey.
Let me help you out. And he'll come around the corner, and everybody it seems like you're pressing yourself to the side
It's
to
like
avoid
Spider-Man.
getting.
It's the multiverse. Everyone's on the wall.
Yes.
Cherie, while Lucille is doing this, actually, how about let me do two things. Let me get a performance or a deception from Lucille to sell this, and then I'm going to get an insight or a perception from Cherie looking at this guy. Yeah, you definitely have his attention with the 17.
Go with perception.
Okay.
Dodgy ass breed making motherfucker.
Yeah, as you are watching him talk with Lucille, you see that as he leans over, the hilt of a short sword is just barely visible under his heavy leather coat. It's like short sleeved, and you can tell what you originally took to be like his bony and knobbled back is actually a weapon concealed in this shirt. This guy is not just a simple a nice humble bread seller. He probably can defend himself if he needed to. And that's the information that you learn. And he's telling you, Lucille, about all the different kinds of bread that he's making. As that's happening, Zeke, you're standing right by the door when the back door opens, and out steps the younger man, who is holding a large tray of bread that he sets on the counter. And
I
he says, "Yeah,
slip behind him.
yeah, absolutely. You have more than enough time and space." And as he sets it down, he says, "Fresh ones hot out of the oven, grandfather." And those of you that are not Zeke and trying to sneak past him have a moment to look at this guy. He doesn't look anything like the older guy at all. And he'll turn and make his way into the other room, closing the door behind him. Oh, if you want something fresh, I could get you. These are 3 of our different loaves. We have 6 of them each. This one is a great herbal and cheese blend. He picks up and and listen to that, and crackles the exterior for you.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I think I would like that. One of each of those, yes, please.
Oh, if you're picking up 3 of them, we'll give you the deal. Instead of 3 copper, it'll be 2 copper apiece. So 6
Okay.
total.
As that's happening, can I just do a slight knock on the door that's in front of me there? To just either draw the attention of the baker to maybe he knows Sven's in there and is like, oh hey, let me let you out again, or maybe Sven will come out again. I don't know what will happen, but I just want to knock on the door and get something happen, but real gentle like.
Okay.
And then scoot.
Okay.
Just to the side.
I will take either a sleight of hand or a stealth, either to skillfully knock from out of the way or to knock and then get out of the way quietly. Okay. You knock on the door and the guy whips around confused.
Oh, sorry. That's dumb of me. Stealth. Because advantage, because invisible.
I'll let you do both. That's how I use it mechanically.
Okay.
It's not raw, but it's the only thing that makes sense.
There you go. Slightly better.
Okay.
Yeah, better than nothing.
He turns his head around and looks confused at the door. He makes his way over to this door and places his ear against it for a moment, and then you see him very quietly lock that door, like sliding a bolt over it before he walks over and opens this door. He looks in.
Remove the bolt if I can. Just real quiet like.
Okay. He steps in and you try and pad over. This time I'm gonna get a stealth. I'll give you the advantage.
Right. Advantage. A sneaking.
Passive. Who's this guy's passive perception? Woof. He turns around. He whips around. And he goes, "Fuck. This is a haunted house?" And he looks over at the door, which is now unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
And he closes the door behind him, and very confusedly is looking around. I think you're moving a lot. I think you're moving way too much at this point.
That is understandable.
I'm gonna say right around. You're trying to come around the table here.
Yeah.
This is how we'll run this mechanically. As he moves back towards the door that you just unlocked, a little bit confused, he brushes you just a little bit of your hair.
Just grab him and is that a possibility?
I'm gonna say you failed your stealth check, so he notices you and he goes, hey, what the? And then you try and grab him.
Yeah. Alright.
In that moment, as you transfer from trying to sneak around the table to, oh shit, I've been caught, and you try and grab his ass. At the sound of the voice, you can all hear a slightly muffled, what the? And then give me a contested athletics check.
Alright.
Athletics. He does
Oh my god,
plus.
my rolls are so trash.
It's okay. A 10 beats a 4. You grab this guy, and there is another louder, but also again muffled as you're trying to get your hand over his mouth. Hey! From the other room. At this point, the old man, somewhat unconsciously, stands up a little bit taller and turns around to the door. And then very quickly turns around to suspiciously look at the two of you. Oh, one moment. And you see him start to make for the door. With all of you that know what you know about Zeke, you can definitely assume that some shit has happened in there. And I'm gonna say this is probably when you're gonna jump this guy. So let's roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to.
Let's
Why are
go.
our rolls so trash today?
Nah, I don't know. Because
Let's go
I've
with-
been doing all these crazy ideas and having fun with it.
Is
He's like, not
Roll20
today.
mad at us? Did we do something wrong?
Yeah, I guess I'm being too clever. I don't know.
It's usually the problem.
It's because I'm being too uppity and had Riz and asked to roll out.
All right. This guy's in turn order. This guy's in turn order.
And
This
it's like,
one's not here,
look at
I
this,
don't need her
look at
shit
this
over.
clown with thinking he's got Riz.
You got me confused with somebody else. You got me fucked up right now. All right, this is pretty good. I like the way this turn order is shucking out. Okay, Zashi, you're invisible. This guy's turning. He's actually about to walk right into you. You have a moment to act while you're still invisible.
Oh, wow. I fucking... What do I do?
You've got whole person, don't you?
Do I? I don't think
You used
so.
it before,
Yeah,
didn't
you
you?
used-
Or is that somewhere else?
That might have been Shuri.
That
Yeah.
was Cherie, yeah.
Oh yeah, Cherie used it.
You get it there, friend?
Wait,
Set his head on fire like our magic.
I'm trying to decide if this man's being blind and or deaf would be helpful right now.
That's always nice. Debuffs are awesome.
Silence would honestly kill right now. That would be awesome.
Uh oh. He's a spell mage. He's the spell sword. It's like he's gonna fuck us up with a sword and a spell. He's gonna-
Alright, I'm gonna blind this guy. Or
Okay.
try.
All right. Constitution saving throw. That is a 14.
Yeah.
Failure!
Okay. Do you blind or do you deafen him?
Blind.
All right.
Who chooses deafen, honestly?
Deafen's handy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I always mechanically run it that you can't do your spells if somebody's deafened because you can't hear yourself.
It's interesting. Anyway, you what does it look like as you blind him as you reappear, but he doesn't see you?
His eyes suddenly go completely white.
Nice.
Oh, what? As he like immediately clutches his head and is starting to reel back. Are you good where you are? Would you like to move?
Did Zeke break blind come invisibility when he grabbed the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
That is
I
a
no longer-
grapple is
I
an
am no-
attack action. 10,
I'm no
15.
longer concentrating on invisibility.
Alright, now I'm done.
Do you want to open this door?
Yes.
Okay, you can just click it and open it. It's interactable. Yep. Okay, you see
Hello!
Zeke trying to wrap his snake-like tiger arms around this guy and squeeze the life out of him.
Oh, and before, wait, one more thing. my god, the music is so loud. I'm about to start screaming.
Turn it down.
You can
Am
control
I
it.
grappled as
gonna-
well? Or like what's... Am I
No,
just
you're grappling him. I do both
Okay.
so that I know who's grappling.
Okay.
Do
Do you
I'm
want to
also
like...
going
yeah,
to.
we know what's happening.
I'm going to.
You're gonna.
Gonna bust.
I mean, you done did a spell, your action done happened, so unless you got a bonus action, I mean,
Yeah, I just remembered I can't cast another spell, so I'm done.
All right. This guy is going to try and make a acrobatics check to escape you as his action.
I do...
Okay, he rolled better, but so did you. He wiggles and squirms, but he cannot get out, and he like
just like slowly moving to like just crush this windpipe in my arm.
Yeah, you see that he's like reaching for the table, and you can see next, underneath the table, there's like a drawer that he rips open, and he has his hand on the short sword, but it's still in its sheath. And he's just like ineffectually trying to bonk you with it as he's trying to wriggle out, but he can't move. That was his action. Shuri, this guy is blind. Reeling around, he's hit the counter. He's fallen over. There's a box. There's a box of bread. It's a little bit stale that he's very close to tripping over.
Just kind of smirking at this situation. Subtle spell, 3rd level, hold person, both of them, because I can see both.
Oh damn. Okay.
And subtle spell, so there's no audio.
Wisdom saves. Okay. 14 from the grappled guy. 20 from the blinded guy.
Our grappled man is paralyzed. So
Paralyzed as well.
Zeke
Okay.
can have fun with him.
All right.
I'm going to just purposely come over here and like trying to deceive this man. Like, oh my god, what happened to you? Like, can I help you?
Can't see! Ah! Somebody cast a spell on me. It sounded like they were right next to me. Did you see them?
I saw
Voice is
someone.
totally changed.
I saw someone run out the door. I'll try and get the guards.
He says, no guards, just help me. And he reaches out to try and grab your arm, but misses. See you. Is that your turn?
Yes, steadying this man and keeping him like away from the counter and like wink at Zashi.
Okay. Lucelle.
Lucelle, seeing that this guy doesn't realize that we are attackers, plays up to assist with the ruse and starts screeching and hollering, "Oh my god!" And she, slams, I guess, goes to the door and slams into the wall and just like crouches down and starts making a bunch of noise and screeching like a scared woman.
Are you trying to use this like sound to cover any actions? Are you trying to lock the front door or something?
Yeah, trying to lock the door and also to make noise to mask the
sign
struggles.
to close.
Yeah, but she's masking the situation.
She's
and also I
masking,
get
alright, okay. Okay, give me a performance or a deception. Regardless, you will lock the door. Whether or not he knows that you do will be another matter. Okay, with a 16, I would say that I would also let you close the window here and lock it as well on this side.
cool.
As you are weeping and wailing, as you've seen many times on many a memory performance of somebody being murdered.
Mm-hmm.
All right, would you like to move any more, or is that you?
She does. She moves behind the counter.
Okay.
It's like she cowers. She hunkers down and she's like cowering and crying out.
Okay.
Inconsolably.
And you look up at Zashi, give a little thumbs up, and then
Yeah,
keep going.
a little hand pops up behind the counter and just like wiggles and then goes back down.
Okay, Zeke. This guy is grappled and paralyzed. You have advantage on all attacks. Any attacks or crits.
I'm gonna delete this man's.
Auto crit for melee.
Yeah, and just to fucking fuck him over, let's rage.
Okay.
Yeah. So have a rage advantage crit time. I mean, I guess I'll just go for the one at a time, and then
Okay.
it's an additional 1d8. That.
So, if you want, you can adjust your crit range in the attack for your claws for this, if you want. But that's just.
I don't know how to do that.
So when you open the
I mean, I know how
arrow,
to do that, but I don't want to do it permanently because.
yeah, you would
that
just do it and then change it back. It just changed the
Okay.
20 to a 2. So it says crit range 20. Just put that as a 2 for these next 2 attacks, and it'll auto do the
Alright.
So as long as you don't crit fail and miss, you're good. You'll.
Alrighty. Huh.
Patapa.
Is he deleted yet?
With that, that is 16. That is 1 point more than you needed with that second
So
attack.
I
Yeah.
just wrench one way, crack, wrench the other way, crack, kind of halfway around.
I think you'd ripped his head off, my friend.
Yeah, like there's definitely like a bit of ripping, and his neck is definitely very floppy.
Okay,
And I don't know if there are curtains or not, but if I can, I'll close them.
High or low?
All right, scroll high, maybe. Our rolls have been kind of sad lately, but I'm hopeful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are shades. You draw them closed.
And I will sort of, I will lay this man's to the ground, and then I will move up, and I will open this door.
Okay.
I will just sort of, in the quiet, angry voice. Hey there, Sned. You want to come out and talk, or do I need to arrange a meeting with your friend here? And I'll take the body and throw it into the room.
Okay. It flops on the ground in front of you. There's no response from the room, the storage room full of different boxes. If that is you, we're gonna go to the shopkeepman, who is flailing around the room. He's gonna move. Let's roll a d8 for direction. He's gonna bump into the table here, reel back across the room, and slam into the wall. Very confused, yelling out, "What the fuck?" And he's gonna try and save again against blindness deafness. That is Constitution. At the end of his turn. That's a 13. He is still blind. So that is
can't see shit.
8 more possible turns of blindness. We're back at the top of the turn order. Zashi.
Are we killing this shopkeeper guy? No.
Do you want to give me something? You want to make an insight on him or something like that? Determine if he's a threat. Look at him. Try and pick up on him.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay. Shuri was the one that saw that he had a sword, but he hasn't drawn it.
Mm-hmm.
If that was what you would like to do, yeah, you could do insight. With the 13, you can tell that his nature has changed enough that when he had a spell cast on him, that he was definitely presenting a false personality. What that motivation might be is confused, but he probably doesn't have great intentions for you if he realizes that you're the one who has blinded him currently.
So don't let him know that I blinded him. I mean, we did just kill somebody in broad daylight.
Close the blinds. It's
Close
fine.
daylight.
And
Through the curtain.
Yeah, no, it's not broad daylight,
Kind of
but
quiet. I did it kind of quiet.
We did it clandestine.
a man is dead.
Yeah. Amanda's dead.
We should get the fuck out of here. But I don't feel 100% comfortable just leaving this guy I've blinded to rat on us. So,
No prisoners.
are we committing to killing somebody in cold blood?
You could knock him out.
Yeah.
Non-lethal
Yeah.
damage works. You just can't use magic to do it.
Yeah.
And I would just say, you could leave. You could do whatever you want. You did come in here chasing a specific person.
And that person is dead now, right?
No.
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 That was the other baker
Oh,
dude.
that was a whole different guy.
He is presumably in the room that is in front of Zeke.
You could go in and
Yeah.
try and help Zeke find this guy, if you would like.
Yeah.
All right, I'm. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking for the guy. The other guy's still blind as fuck.
Okay, do you want to make me some sort of check to search this room over here?
Yeah, sure. Perception?
Sure.
What about an investigation?
Sure, I would just ask you to move into the room if you're going to investigate. Just step on this guy's neck, it's twisted at a 80-degree angle. As you look around, you determine that stacked behind these two largest boxes, there seems to be a false panel set into the wall and floor, like a corner piece. Could probably be lifted away.
Aha, there's some shit behind these boxes. There's a false wall. I think he might be in here.
Appreciated.
That is my turn.
All right, Cherie, you're with a blind man.
All right, let me help you. And subtle spell once again. Hold purse.
Again? Okay. Wisdom save. That is a 10.
Alrighty. And well,
Stops.
I'm playing it up like, get out of here! I'll get the ghost. It's like pretending I'm yelling at someone.
Sorry. I did not mean to tell you right then.
I think at this point, as an object interaction, I would start pulling out my rope. Oh, actually, no, I would disarm him.
All right.
If I could.
Yeah, you reach over, grab the sword out of the sheath, pull it out, just throw it on the floor.
Yeah, I would toss it over the counter.
Okay. Clatters off the wall. It adds to Lucelle's screaming.
Yeah. Just keeping, like, somebody's here going the whole time.
Okay. Is that all you're trying to do in your turn?
Currently, yeah, because I don't think I could tie him up in the same action.
Totally fair. Lucelle,
Lucille flies over the. Sorry.
I'll say you can hear like heard Zashi walk in and look around and say there's something there, and Zeke say thanks in his deep, big, gravelly voice. So you are aware of what's happening in the room to your south as well.
Oh, okay. Let's take care of this guy first. We got this room. We got this front entrance locked up. She flies over to the counter and starts. She pulls out her rope and starts tying a guy up. And then telepathically, she tells him, "I think you're just a bodyguard, and she's masking her voice. And if you don't try nothing, we won't kill you. All right." And she'll be able to respond with telepathy.
You would get, don't you fucking mess with us! Nav's in a darker and dangerous gang in the city! We'll kill
Oh.
anybody who gets in our way.
Yeah, honey, You said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. And she finishes tying him up, though.
Give me a check to tie him up good in 6 seconds. I would allow survival or sleight of hand.
Let's see, sleight of hand, or which one? Survival. Which one's better? Sleight of hand is better.
Okay.
Hey, good roll.
18. Yeah, he'll have a DC 18 check to break out of his bonds.
She looks over to her fellow Feywild friend and say, telepathy. He's a crazy gang member. We're gonna have to kill his ass.
All right.
Is that gonna be you?
Yeah, because obviously interaction, and she got nothing else right now. She does pull out her mace, and it lights up with some green fire flame blade, and she kind of looks at it and smirks like Terminator 2 when he gets the cat in the cannon. It's you.
Okay.
That's it for that though.
All right, then we'll go to Zeke.
I will skirt past Dashi, bound over the boxes, and just open the fake door.
Yeah, you can easily just grab it and throw it to the side, and you can see a steep set of stairs that lead down 5 feet, and then narrow tunnels no more than 5 feet on any side, height, width, or length, that seem to run under the building that this building is pressed up next to.
Is there any sign as to which direction that Sven might have gone?
There's not, but you can hear conversation and voices echoing from the tunnel. It seems like there's enough barriers between where the fight started and where you are now that whoever's inside have no idea that you guys are coming. They may have heard the door opening, but that's it.
Is there a particular place where the sounds are coming from primarily?
You can hear voices coming from down this hallway.
So like towards the end of it, or?
Yeah, you can see that there's an intersection right here, right? So
Yeah.
this would be the first turn. It seems like of these two ways, this way is louder sounds, but you can hear like repeated thuds, not unlike someone at an archery range from this direction as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, in which case I'll step here. Is that Sven?
It is not, but it is a man wearing the same looking uniform that Sven has in. As you see him, as you come barreling in, there is a what the,
And then I continue barreling in,
yeah.
and I'll come up to him. Hey there, friend. And then just run, sort of jump from like here at him.
Sure.
And I will. Let's do reckless for the funsies.
Okay.
Here we are. So I'll also remove the crit thing.
Yes.
Maybe. All right. Huh.
18, 26, and 22 are all going to hit. All right. He is going to. Yes. 11, and 11 for 33. More than bloodies him, but is just shy of killing this guy.
Alrighty.
You can see as you like attack down him, he tries to dodge down and out of the way, but you just rake his back inside, and he comes up. You can see he has a short sword and some sort of silver wire in a loop held loosely in the other hand. And unlike Sven, you could see completely unhidden, glinting in the torchlight, a black metal pin of a black dagger on a gray foreground that is only slightly lighter.
And then I will just sort of skip on to the side of them.
Okay. He is blinded. He is paralyzed. He gets to save against both of those at the end of his turn. Corvex. attacks. Con save first. That's a critical fail. He is still blinded. Wisdom save second on the paralyzed. He does break out of the paralyzed with a 21.
Still tied up though.
But he is now tied up, so he can say in a loud voice, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing to me? Come into my shop, I'll kill y'all!" And he's like writhing, prone on the ground, tied up as he falls over. That's all he can do. Zashi, you can hear Zeke found a victim. There was a scream and the sound of a bunch of people getting up from their tables. Oh, actually, before you go, I'm so sorry. Could you please step back? You hear the slam of a door opening and running feet. And you see a figure appear at the end of the hallway. Does not appear to have a ranged weapon on him, so he will bonus action to dash at you, additional 30 feet. And he will stand here in the hall and take the dodge action. You stay out of here if you know what's good for you. And it's now your turn, Zashi.
Fucking A. I am going to Flame Blade.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, I have a fucking blade.
Alright. A blade of fire appears in your hand. Is it more rapier or more saber?
Or scimitar.
What sort of blade does it resemble?
It's like, it's like a scimitar.
There's gotta be a
Converge,
converge, right?
way.
It's huge, it's clipping into the ceiling, there's like Skyrim sound every time you step.
Fucking sway, and they're just dragging through.
Dark Souls just clang off the wall.
Team Slice.
Okay, you will have disadvantage because they are taking the dodge action. They were able to dash as a bonus action.
You are muted.
Closing.
You're not pressing your button.
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking to myself.
You called him gay.
Me talk to myself. Okay. I do a melee attack.
Yep, at disadvantage.
Oh god, I don't have it built. Should I just melee like it's a sword?
If that's how you have it.
It's a spell attack, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be.
So your spell attack modifiers.
Yeah, intelligence plus proficiency. It's interesting seeing the two different angles of it.
IRL man helps woman.
It's okay.
Just roll again to do the disadvantage. Okay,
Ooh.
a 14 does still hit.
Green.
Oh. Da fucker. Take this. And that is my turn.
Okay, you lash out with the scimitar and catch him even as he's trying to swirl his cloak and do like fancy capoeira moves. You catch him right on the heel, and he goes, "Fuck!" And you scorch him. If that's you, there is the sound of running feet once more. This time, when the figure appears around the corner, they reach up and touch the pin that they have on their breastplate, and they seem to dissolve into shadow, reappearing on the other side of you.
Ooh.
And they're going to try and spin this silver wire around your throat and garrote.
Ooh.
It's a
That's
22 hit.
Adam.
What kind of
Zashi.
question is that? Of course it does.
It's fun
Because
asking.
Zashi is the only person that has shield,
Yeah.
so their AC they can stop that.
I don't know if they can bring it up to 23 though.
What was it? A 23?
22
22.
hit.
22.
Unless you have
yeah.
fucking
Oh wait, no, I don't.
Unless you have
I need
18
to change it.
AC, then
No, because I did not do the coral thing before we
yeah.
started. So yeah, I cannot do that.
Okay.
That's gonna fucking hit me.
This is going to be 5 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. In this type of grapple, you will have disadvantage to escape, though it is only DC 13. And he's going to begin trying to choke you. I will tell you what that is doing at the start of his next turn.
Interesting thing. Garots are actually they don't necessarily cut off airflow or anything. They slit throats. That's mainly what they do.
Cutting
Yes.
the arteries.
That's yeah.
Yes. This guy is going to come around the corner. Zeke, in the midst of your bloodlust, you hear very, very light footsteps. You turn around. You see a golden-haired man dressed in finer gear than this man that you're currently fighting. He resembles the description you were given by the salesman. I'll have you let go of my man now, and he'll pull a short bow and string 3 arrows to it and fire them all at once. Roll 3 short bow attacks. 12 and a 13 miss, but a 26 is going to hit.
Yeah.
And you reckless attacked though,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I did do that.
Is that all attacks or just melee attacks have advantage?
I don't know. I think
Sure,
it's
all.
all.
Okay, then I'm gonna give a couple more rolls, and we're gonna have some unfortunate things happen. But double check that for me before I do this. Before I try
I'll
and
double
board
check
in.
it, but I think it is all.
One second, I'm looking it up right now.
Okay, so then a 26 would hit, a 13 would miss, and a 21 would hit. In that case.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Thankfully,
attack rolls.
thankfully this guy
all
doesn't
attack rolls.
have sneak attack. So the first one is going to I'll do your reductions. I'll do the reductions in the calculation. 3 piercing, 1
Appreciate it.
poison, so 4 total. Then 4 piercing and 5 poison, so 9 total. So that is 13 overall.
Alright.
Oh, you're raging though, so half, right?
I already have.
He's
Oh,
already. Yeah.
Yes, but you can't have the poison
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, yeah.
So you feel the sharp burn of poison begin to leach
Yeah.
into you from the arrowheads, but it is much less than what you experienced with the burning of the remove curse.
Mhm.
Cherie, there are some sounds of combat as well as Ashi going.
I look very sad as I was looking at this man excited that I was going to get to gut someone, and I quickly rushed towards the back.
You could always come back.
That's true.
Would you like to object interaction close the curtains that we decided exist? you running?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a window front or not.
No, it would be a window like size. So I'll say since Zeke succeeded on the high or low, this one also has window like curtains. So you shut those before any intrigued passerbys come near.
Yes. Shut him as I whip by. And oh my god. What have you gotten yourself into? And we will hold person at third level again. These two people here.
All right, it's you're really going for it.
Listen, it's the most optimal situation. People are getting choked.
Okay. Which was the one that you were targeting first, if that makes sense?
Effectively, it would be this one and then this one, because those are the only two I could see.
Okay, you are going to paralyze the one behind Zashi, which doesn't end the grapple, but does because he's paralyzed. You're still held. You still need to get out, but you're not going to take any of the
Would
bloodshed
you like
damage. at the
my
start of your
input
turn.
as a fellow DM?
Huh?
Would you like my input as a fellow DM?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was gonna ask Cherie what her ideal outcome of this would be, but yeah, sure. What would you have said?
I personally would say, because they're paralyzed, they're still in that position, so Zashi is grappled. But if she attempts to escape, she automatically succeeds.
But it still takes the action.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I
especially because
would roll it.
with garrots, it's basically you're locked into it until you got to fight out of it. And even when
Yeah,
somebody-
that's how I would rule it personally.
garrots are just nasty.
But
Yeah,
is up
it
to
even
you.
specifically mentions that the garrote confers a disadvantage to escape. So I'm
Yeah, the
go
paralysis. is
up
helping.
3 steps from disadvantage to normal to advantage to auto success.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you'll have advantage if you try to escape, but you're not gonna take damage.
Yeah.
'Cause it's still gonna be like a thing to pull it out of his
Yeah, 'cause
paralyzed
it's currently-
hand. This
it's currently-
guy
it's currently
who's
holding it.
dodging is not paralyzed, Sashi. Oh, and I never got a con save for you when you got hit. Could you do that real quick just to see if you still have your fire? You do not have the flame blade. Okay, sure. You paralyzed one and not the other. An effect you've seen many times before.
Yeah, fuck it. Especially since I know I assume it's a little darker back here. Not totally dark.
It's actually these like yellow spots on the ground each represent a torch, so it's fairly well lit.
Nice. With that, almost like her own shadow creeping up from her, as she's gonna spend her 3 points in a bonus action to call on ill omen and have it lunging up towards the back of this paralyzed man to, well, hopefully rip and tear him before he gets a fucking moment to try
Okay.
and help out.
Until it is done.
Which I need to roll its initiative real quick.
Okay.
Perfect. So... Oh, I've never been so happy.
It's right after you.
And especially after paralyzing him and seeing this, quickly fucking just having almost like her own hand reach out and after image. I'm going to rip this man down. I'll harvest from you for touching her.
All right. Ill Omen rolls an initiative. Wow, it goes right after you.
That's
We'd
what
love
I'm
to
saying.
see it.
It's perfect. Literal fucking JoJo's roll up as this thing will shred into this man's back.
Yep. Advantage. 20 is more than enough.
An auto crit because it's a melee.
Yep.
So initially that, and then it would
More d6.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Okay, so 14 piercing damage.
And he
He
paralyzed.
auto fails the strength save. So I'm gonna say this breaks the grapple because he's
Yes.
pulled away from Sashi. as you rip this guy to the ground. Like in the most uncomfortable fall you've ever seen, as he is not able to brace at all. He strikes almost directly on his like elbow that's pulled back in its choking position. There's a loud crack, and you see the limb go limp past the elbow.
Claws just shredding in. It's just that fucking focused after image of Shuri and Illumin almost mimicking the motions.
Okay. That's that thing's turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have this man runs up, caster, and touches his pin and will appear behind you, Shuri, and tries to shove a short sword through your guts. A 16.
I can't see the situation, but in my brain it looks like enemy friend, enemy friend.
It's a line of people, and one of the people is the dead guy that you killed.
That would hit
Form
me
of the
just.
line. Okay, that is going to be 9 piercing and 3 necrotic, 12 total. I need a con save 4 paralyzed.
Damn.
Woof. A lot of people in here.
Sadly, that's me, because I had to use that to call Illumin.
Okay. Alright, this guy is going to fucking he's gonna come up here. Where's the boss? Somewhere down there. And Zeke, you look over and as you see a frisson of shadow slightly behind. You can just see this guy appear from the shadows into the south of this golden-haired guy. What are these fucks?
With that line of sight? God damn, that man's has got cool magics.
Yes, these guys all have these pins.
We're gonna take some pins, get some good monies for them, I think.
Who are these fucks, boss? I don't know. You just deal with them. This guy is going to come over towards Zeke and He looks at his garrote. It doesn't look big enough to fit around your neck. He's gonna go for the short sword.
If he could even reach.
Okay, that is a 24.
It's just like, I'm just imagining him. Yeah, that hurts. But I'm just imagining him like jumping and like just trying to get over my head, but he can't. Just, I'm sorry. It's unreasonably entertaining to me.
Yeah. Okay. Half. That's gonna be 3 piercing and 4 necrotic, 7 total.
All right.
This guy is going to touch his pin and disappear from sight completely. You don't see where he appears and no one else does.
Got it.
He is running. Lucelle.
Well, shit. That's escalated quickly.
Yeah, you look over the counter, you can see a guy pulling his knife, or his short sword, out of Shuri's side.
That's not good. The fuck? What the shit? I don't have the Purify Poison ability yet.
Not worried about poison right now.
I know. Well, it's not. I mean, let's see here. Well, she's gonna. I mean, how tall is the ceilings in this place?
Very, very short. They're in the building. They're normal height. They're like 8 feet tall. But I mean, you can't see the hallway.
Oh, she moves into she moves into the hallway. How tall is the ceiling in this area?
This room is the same, but this like tunnel system is only 5 feet high. Most people have to that are in there are like hunched over, and Zeke is like very bear-like right now in his stance.
Got it. Well, let's see here. She's still going to use her bonus action to, as she's approaching, see Cherie, who's currently paralyzed. She's paralyzed, right?
Nope.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm the one doing paralyzing.
Oh, okay. She's not paralyzed, but she failed her Constitution save on her spell
Yeah.
concentration. Okay, so she's no longer got shadow creature on. Well, she.
I believe the fella is still lying down though.
Shadow creature's still there. It's just she lost her whole person.
Oh, okay. Well, she casts. She puts her hand out and puts healing light out for. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I guess 2. 11 points into
Nice.
Cherie. And then she floats up, or she runs. She's still on the ground, and she's still got the halfling appearance. She runs up, going ah! And then she runs, and she's got the mace out, and she clobbers the guy with the green flame mace, and they burst with green energy. So.
Do you want to stand here for advantage?
Sure. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Yeah, because otherwise
Yeah,
you'd be
done
standing
it.
on the table, which would be a little
Yeah,
weird.
she runs around and hits him from behind, and so it's a melee hit with the mace, but it's got green flame blade on it.
Yep.
So
And you're above 5th level, so there is innate damage on the first hit from the green flame blade.
So mace first. 21 to hit
21 definitely hits.
for 5 points of bludgeoning because she's not very strong. But then the flame, and also because of her innate celestial warlock ability, the fire is enhanced, so it goes green, and then it bursts with golden energy, so it goes whoosh, whoosh. It just wraps in fire. Just like what the fuck? Ah!
I think it's only 7, not 11, because you don't add your mod to the initial damage. You add it to the damage to the second creature.
Because of her radiant soul,
Oh.
she gets to add that on top.
Baller.
Because yeah, it's a recent
Okay.
thing that she got with her most recent level.
That's fucked. Okay, you fucking whap this guy for 16 damage in the back of the head and very nearly bloody him in one hit.
He's like, what?
Fucking what? And as you like see the cloak on the side of his head catch fire and burn, you recognize Sven.
I got spit. I'm done.
Where'd you fucks come from, even? Zeke. One has gone, one has appeared, and another has run at you foolishly.
I'll reckless. Why not? I'll continue to reckless.
Oh dear.
Let me get back to you, and I will athletics try and push him back 5 feet.
Okay, contested strength.
Mhm.
11.
Yeah,
You
I'll just-
shove him back
just-
5 feet.
Yeah, just like elbow him in the nose. And let me get back to you, and then I'll move on up and get in the throng of this. I don't know if I'm able to move around to the other side of any of the enemies, or is this a bit too tight of a corridor?
If you have the movement, you need to spend double to move through either of these guys' squares. So
I believe I do. I have 45 total.
yeah, then you should be fine.
So I've
If you
still
want to
got
get over here,
yeah,
you can
mini.
move through. Okay.
no here, and then I will yeah. Oh, sorry. No, I don't need a reckless. I want reckless. Apologies. Can I take that back? Because it's athletics already advantage.
This guy's actually dodging, so regardless of reckless or not,
Oh, okay.
it's at normal because any amount of disadvantage and advantage cancel each
Well,
other out.
regardless, I'd like to not have them have advantage on me in
Fair.
the future. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Normal and swang.
Wouldn't one of your attacks have been the elbow to the guy's face?
Yes, it
The
would
shove
have been.
attack.
Sorry,
Okay, so
no, just the first two.
Okay, both of those are gonna hit.
Eh.
All
So
right,
that's
7,
17.
10. That will bloody this guy as he's dodging, and you catch him across the chest. He spins around, not very happy.
Okie dokie.
Alright, this guy, Orvex, he can't do anything. He gets to make a con save at the end of his turn to try and not be blind. 14. So 14 succeeds, Zashi. Gets your spell save DC. Does it? Okay, then that...
I thought it was 15.
You-
Oh, robot.
You're completely a robot.
Uh,
What's your spell save DC?
15, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was 15.
Okay. So he is still blinded then. 14 does fail. Okay. Alright, this guy who was dodge actioning is very unhappy. He's going to reach into his pocket and pull out a red potion and chug it. You see several of the wounds you just opened on his body close as he heals for a not inconsiderable amount, just getting himself back above bloodied. He's gonna try and stab at the very scary Tiger Man.
You're just prolonging your pain, little one.
Oh, a natural 20 is going to hit
Yeah.
for 4 piercing after having, and 11 necrotic, so 15 total.
Well, now you've made me mad.
He already used his bonus action, so he's gonna stay there. Zashi, you're not grappled. You also don't have fire sword anymore.
Off my fire spirit.
You might want to try leaving the call and coming back on Discord.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Try again.
Hello.
Oh.
Very bad. So the Wi-Fi acted up. Okay.
Try connecting on your phone and see if that changes, like to see whether it's the internet or whether it's your computer. Maybe that'll help. Because you could always do the voice on your phone if that works.
Yeah, she's already gone.
I don't know. You can tell her. You're right there.
How about now? How do I sound?
Much better.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Now let me just fucking do something.
It's time to undo some of the god's mistakes.
Fucking A. Let me just, I gotta recast Flame Blade. Get that shit back.
Okay. Another bonus action, another flame blade. Conjure it, your scimitar. What will you do? Flame blade. Okay. Well, who are you swinging it at? You have advantage on either. The prone one? Or the stand?
Left or right?
This one. Okay. A 25 does hit.
Hell yeah.
Boring.
Reach out, cut into him with your fire. Again, just opening up these wounds, burning new holes into his leather armor that he's wearing.
And yeah, that is my turn.
Okay, he is bloodied after that. This guy is prone. He's going to stand up and try and kill the horrible shadow thing that is hurting him. Just to stab it with his short sword. A 17.
That'll hit.
Okay, 4 piercing, 5 necrotic.
He is gone. Returns back to me.
Okay. This guy is going to disengage from the person with the fiery sword and step over here. Let's have a little breathing room. Now we've got Mr. Golden himself. Comes around the corner. He sees Zashi. Who the fuck even are you people? And he's going to pull 3 arrows and fire them at you, Zashi. 14, 22, and 26.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, all of those hit.
Okay.
Do you have shield? Because it might help to get rid of the.
Oh
the
wait,
14.
yes, I do have shield.
Okay.
Wait, what's your AC with the armor?
Let her, dude. Let her
Sorry.
talk. She's
Yes.
like.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yes, I have shield plus
Okay.
5.
Yeah, no, I
Oh.
tried to get to them.
Definitely stops the 14. I don't. We discussed this earlier. It can't get to the 22, right? It gets you up to 19.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you're only gonna take the 2 from the second shot that both slip past the wall of magical force that you summoned briefly. The first one is gonna be 10 piercing and 6 poison. The second is gonna be 8 piercing and 3 poison. So 16, 11, 27 total. And I need 2 con saves for Flame Blade again. Both are going to be DC 10, so 16. Oh, but a 7 is not able to get there.
Fucking A.
We'll go to Cherie. You guys are caught in a awkward position. The hot gates, as it were.
Pretty fucking much. So, keeping my spells to a reasonable rate. We've got a bonus action, Shadow Blade at its base level of 2. I'm going to try and swing at this man, bringing him down as we pull the shadow from the... well, probably this dead poor soul here.
Okay.
Take a deep slash at this man. I don't think a 12 is gonna hit.
12 is just going to miss his AC. 13.
Alright.
That's an unfortunate rolling.
Cherie.
Yeah.
You pulled this sword from the dead guy. You specified that without
Yes.
any prompting from me.
Yep.
Where's the arrow?
I usually keep it tucked into my hair in the bundle, so it could really come out if it wants.
If it were to wiggle, what would you do as you miss this strike? Feel the arrow wiggle.
Probably try and follow its direction a little bit.
Bonus action to like pull it from where it's tied in your hair.
Yeah.
Make me an improvised weapon attack, so dexterity at advantage.
Oh, great.
You pull the arrow out, and you all have a moment of a flashback as there's a loud crack, exactly the same as you heard when the arrow shot out of the tree and impaled Cherie. It shoots out and it catches Sven in the neck just under his chin with a flash of black lightning. And like a felled tree, he goes down, eyes rolling back into his head, and you immediately see, those of you that are next to him immediately see a sheen of sweat come across his face as if he's immediately affected by this intense fever.
You hear in Sylvan a very loud exclamation. What the fuck? Whoa!
You're going to be just like me. Oh, you're going to have fun with what you get.
For now, he is unconscious. See how long that lasts.
I am almost shaking with excitement.
I cannot believe that came from a throwaway statement. I cannot believe you just said that as like, oh, flavor. How dare you get ahead of me? How dare you?
And that is means I will hold the door, as they say.
Hold the door.
Ooh.
Okay. We need a. Okay. There's a 17 from Sven on Wisdom save. We'll see what he does. I'll mark 1 success. Okay. Mr. Le Spy comes around the corner behind Mr. Le Thief. And he's gonna run up towards Zashi. Zashi, you've still got your shield up, so a 13 bounces off of you as he swings at you.
Get fucked.
Oh, this is fun. Actually, Zeke, you'll see behind you as you hear a clattering of wood falling against stone. The first guy that you savaged dashes across the hall, throws this door open, and disappears into a room here.
I just catch him in the corner of my eye and go, "Hey, come right here!"
You hear there's another clatter. This time it sounds more like stone, and you hear it twice, as if something opening and closing. He only has so much movement. Lucelle.
She's going to fly over this guy.
Yeah.
As she's flying over him, does he do anything to her?
As far as you can
Okay.
tell, he's completely catatonic. It's not
15,
exactly a seizure, but
20.
it does look like he is in a fever dream or something.
45. She's gonna fly above Zashi.
So there was a guy in that room that you just flew through, so he would get a swing at you if you tried to get past.
Let him do it.
Okay. Swad 18.
That will hit, I think. Yes.
Okay. That's gonna be 6 piercing, 3 necrotic, 9 total.
Okay. She definitely felt that.
Okay, you're flying. There isn't actually room for you to be above Zashi. Remember, this space is only 5 feet high, so Zashi's occupying that entire space.
Okay, so she stops right there.
So if you're gonna, so if you want to try and fly all the way through, you can. You just need double movement for this guy. If you're gonna stop there, you don't take the 9 damage because you're not moving
Okay.
out of his
Then I
space.
won't. Yeah. Then I won't. Then I won't.
Okay.
Take damage.
Sorry to be
That
confusing.
was. That's okay. So 36. Do not take the hit. Cool. Let's see here. Zashi took some big hits. Fuck it. Going for broke. So she's using her bonus action. She flows up and she's like, I can't reach and I can't get hit by this guy. So she's gonna put her hand out and touch Zashi to cast Cure Wounds using her last spell slot. I don't get why it sometimes uses the roll and sometimes does not.
What happened to me a lot is I had multiple cure wounds, like spells on my page, and one of them was a spell card, one of them was the roll.
Let me do this real quick, 1 second. Delete. There we go. 3. So you got 11 healing, Zashi. And then she puts her as she's basically she flies up to Zashi and she puts her arm onto her and then she puts her other arm and aims it at Zeke and she pumps a lot. She pumps 1, 2, 3, 4. Four of her 5 remaining healing lights into him.
18. Thank you kindly.
Very nice.
And she's that was a lot. That was a lot of energy
Thank
all at
you.
once. And she kind of slumps down Zashi, and then she lets go of her and like hits the ground. Like her wings are like lazily flapping because that was a lot.
All right. If you're good where you are, then we'll go to Zeke.
I have, I have a man to disassemble. So I'm going to do that. As a 1
Okay. The 8 damage rips into him.
and a 2.
6 damage. He's still alive. Do you feel like a hair's
And a
breadth
1,
might
2,
might kill
3.
him? Yeah. That last over damage. You over damaged by 13 points there. To kill him, as you rip his ass in twain. Starting with the ass, actually, you grab one cheek and just tear, and it just splits
I
upwards.
grab his legs and rip them in half from the one top.
Oh,
The blood splashes
Yeah.
towards Zashi, and her hair just causes it to all mist into red mist blood. It's horrific.
I'm gonna step onto this man's.
so he Gallaghered Zashi and Lucille, but Lucille had this benefit of being under the rain cover of Zashi.
Yep.
And I want to move through here.
You can.
I don't know how far I can be doing that.
As far as your movement. So you move 5, 10, and that'll be 20 to move through his. So 25 here.
Then another 5, 15, and there. So that's all my movement to get there.
Okay. You do get an attack of opportunity. This
Yes.
guy has a little bit of a bigger garrote. He's gonna try and grab you and stop you from running past him.
Alright.
You did not reckless, right?
No, I did not.
So then it's just a 10 and it misses. Okay, you
Reaches out, just catches my ears, just
Mhm.
hold down.
All right, if that was you, we got Orvex in the other room making saves. That's a 10. He has 5 more possible rounds of being blinded as he's yelling, hoping that somebody will come, but it's only been like 30 seconds at this point.
Holy fuck! This guy is never gonna be. He's never gonna get to do anything.
Never
I,
gonna give
however,
you up.
Going to. If I do a ranged attack this close to somebody, I have disadvantage, right?
That is correct.
Wow,
Um,
look at me.
I will say something in that you have your corset that is still not activated yet. That could be a thing.
Oh my god, you're so right. Let me do that first. I knew I was
Sorry, I
forgetting
don't want to
something.
tell you how to play. I know I was over speaking before, but I just want to remind you that there's a thing you have that you didn't do.
Fuck.
And
No,
you-
yes, I do continue to forget
Yeah.
to do that. So let me just real quick
and
buff up.
you've had some big ouchies.
I'm a buff up, and now I'm at 18. Thank God.
Okay.
Is that like an action or a bonus action or what? is
Yeah.
it?
I put it down to right there.
It's an action. Okay. So
Yeah.
then, alright, yeah, well, I guess I'ma just chill here.
Okay. You could resummon your thing, but you know, only if you've lost it a couple times already, so I understand not wanting to.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it seems a little gauche.
Okay,
I mean,
Lucelle, from
you do have
around the corner, this guy's gonna try and garrote you and pull you in front of him. 22 to hit you.
That will hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 8 bludgeoning. He's going to grapple you and drag you back away from Zashi and put you between himself and Lucelle. He says, "Close the door right now." And he's like pulling it against your, pulling you close to him.
Hit 8 points.
Yes. Alrighty, you, Zeke, have run up on this guy. He is going to toss the short bow over onto the table here and draw a short sword and stab it at you 3 times. A 1, a 2, a 3. The 8 will miss, but a 22 and a 24 are both going to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be halved, 5 piercing, 5 poison, so 10 on the first, 3 piercing, 1 poison on the second, so 4, or 14 total. He's then going to disengage and dance over towards this table here and pick up a short sword from it for edging around the corner, as if leading you away from the others. Cherie. Lucelle is right in front of you. She is grappled with a garrote around her throat. The guy behind her is saying, "Close the door." Sven is behind you on the ground. He's fucked. There's an arrow in his neck. You look down. It actually seems to be worming in. It's almost like the broken end of the stick is like moving side to side like a shark's fin or shark's tail. Not a were shark, just a regular shark.
Yeah.
Too much shark imagery.
Little bit of excitedly licking our teeth at that prospect and watching it, but then trying to quickly tuck past Lucille to get at this guy with the shadow blade.
I just had a weird thought. If you put a lycanthrope's tooth as an arrowhead and you shot someone, would they potentially contract lycanthropy?
Oh my god.
You would need to dip it in werewolf saliva, but I would say yes.
Huh.
An 8 is not gonna do it. Not even close.
And then as a bonus action, yeah, as she kind of pulls and kind of converting spells, but also just seeing the shadows coalesce into her and start darkening her tattoos again as she's eating the shadows around her now. Gain back 2 sorcery points as I eat a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, okay. Very cool. It gets darker in this room.
That is me.
Okay, Sven makes a wisdom save.
Do it.
That's a fail. Uh-oh, Sven. Let's mark a fail.
It was supposed to be a success. Come on.
Zashi. This guy is going to try and garrote you. He loves his garrote. A 23 to garrote you, Zashi. He catches you. Oh, that even then with the shield, that will not be able to block that.
Fuck!
So you are grappled. You take 4 bludgeoning damage. And he's gonna use 20 feet of his movement to pull you down the hall. Out of the sight line of the person that was healing you. And then we'll go...
I repeat, you're a little bitch.
He's also moving towards me, which is not the smartest of ideas, but he's doing it.
They're everywhere. They're running around. It's a fucking anthill.
It's very Scooby-Doo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Zeke, from the side, you hear a clunking. A portion of the wall is pulled away to reveal a hidden tunnel. The guy that you saw running has a ornate box that seems to be rattling as if it has coins or perhaps jewels inside. And
I just turned to him. I'm like,
he sees you, and rather than continue, he has 15 feet of his dash left. Rather than continuing past, he turns back and runs back into the tunnel. Because he already drank his potion. Lucelle, you are grappled.
And choking.
And choking. Not suffocating, just like you're...
I feel like if that man survives, he's gonna have nightmares about like every time he enters a room, is this
motherfucker! He's always there! And he's always doing something else, but he's always there.
Always.
I kind of want to let him live just so that he has to deal with that.
Lucelle,
Let's see. I think. Second here, double checking something. Yep. She does not like being strangled like this. You know, no consent. She's going to use her daily ability to cast Enlarge on herself and become a medium-sized creature. Which I think would make the guy having trouble with the Garrote go, as she struggles and has advantage on her saving throw to break free.
So that would remove
Make it
the
normal.
disadvantage, so it would be a normal, yeah.
Okay. And I think, does she have a bonus to the strength check too? Double check.
You can use acrobatics or athletics, whichever you prefer.
It's probably acrobatics for him. I'll double check real quick.
The strength checks on
I think the D4 is the damage, not it's the check. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, just straight acrobatics. I think still gonna be benefit. Yeah, because she's not strength. Yeah, crit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you rip out from this. Oh, wait. What type of action is it to cast Enlarge on yourself?
It's an action, so she can't break out right now.
You wouldn't be able to break out on the same turn. Yeah.
Okay,
So are you sure
so
that's
that-
what you want to try and do? I would allow you to try and re-roll the acrobatics to simulate disadvantage. in that
Nah,
same
I
action.
committed to the spell casting, so she just enlarged herself and just like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bonus
that's it.
action or anything you could do then?
She pumps the last healing light into herself
Okay.
for 3 healing, which does help. Every little bit helps. 31.
Okay.
That's it. Because she's panicking right now because she does not want to go down. She's observing everything because this is cool as shit.
Okay. There's Zeke. There's the sounds of choking and fighting. There's a sound of a man running away, and there's somebody that's kind of over. This dude over here is just smugly grinning at you, untouched.
I'm gonna pass on this man because as much as I hate a smug motherfucker, I've been trying to make new friends, and it's difficult to make friends with corpses. So I'm gonna try and keep them alive. So let's open this man's.
I'd call that growth.
Yeah.
We have it.
Making friends
One.
instead of enemies.
2, 1, 2, 3.
All 3 of those are gonna hit. This
I
unharmed man. 11, 6, and 9 more will bloody him and leave him reeling. He's unable to do anything about it, attack or even really turn around to face you as he's choking Zashi out.
You mean me?
No,
Oh, no,
this,
Zashi gets choked too?
Place.
yeah.
I misheard.
And then I'm
I
all just smudge over here so that preferably no advantage from anyone who comes up.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, it's everybody's favorite time. It's Orbex's turn. Con save 17.
Whoa.
Orbex gains the ability to see.
I can see
Oh my
again.
He
God,
sees that he sees that he is tied up.
He's bound and tied and shit, and he tries to escape because he doesn't auto fail because now he can see the knots and a 10 fails. All right, we'll go to Zashi. Zashi, you're grappled.
Fuck, let me get ungrappled.
Okay, that will be your action to do so. You can make an acrobatics or an athletics at disadvantage.
Wait. Oh, never. Go ahead.
Has you got like Misty Step or some shit?
Oh my god, of course. Fuck yes.
Freedom!
Okay, where would you like to go? Up to 30 feet where you can see.
Right here.
Okay.
Ha ha, bitch. Now I'm gonna. Well, actually, that is me.
You have to. You can do a cantrip. Because it's bonus action, Misty Step.
Oh yeah, I just don't know if I. Oh right, I forgot I have Firebolt. The fuck?
Who are you trying to firebolt?
The guy that had just grappled me. This guy.
Okay. You don't have disadvantage.
Yeah.
So a 13 hits.
Oh my god, yes. Da, da, da. There. Whoa!
What does that look like?
Hey! Nice! I did something! Motherfucker, his head bursts into flames and he collapses.
Fuck yeah.
I'm
Alright.
imagining, if I may.
Is that you?
Yes,
Okay.
that is me.
Alright, Lucelle, at the start of your turn, you are choked for 10 bludgeoning damage. The garrote begins to bite deeper into your now enlarged neck. Beads of blood are coming out all around it as it's crushing into your throat.
Okay,
Large neck.
this is not fun. She's going to try to escape.
It is not your turn.
Oh, okay. I thought
It
it
is
was my
in
turn.
large concentration. when
Oh,
you cast on
yes,
yourself in this
yes,
way.
it is
Okay,
concentration.
I do need a con save then.
Sorry about that. My
No worries.
confusion. I save.
A 13 will save. Okay, he's going to try and maneuver away from Cherie, but he can't. He doesn't have a lot of movement. He can't get out of the room without moving Lucelle or provoking an opportunity attack. So he's gonna try and keep her there. You didn't fucking close the door, and he pulls the garrote tighter around your throat, Lucelle. Mr. Golden Hair steps 5 feet up. He grabs another short bow. You can see that there are several different types, which all appear to have very slight variations to their craftsmen. The quiver of arrows that he has is poisoned. The bow themselves are not poisoned. They look like he was testing out several different bows, perhaps. And he'll split attacks. Let's do one at Zashi and 2 at the big scary tiger man. Zashi, a 20 to hit you.
Okay. Not if I shield, motherfucker. Actually, am I out spell slots in that? No, I'm not. Awesome. I'm gonna shield.
Okay, toggle it down. It bounces off your shield. 2 more at Zeke. A 10 misses, but a 24 is gonna hit.
Yes.
For after reduction, 2 piercing, 5 poison, 7 total. Gonna spend the rest of his movement to duck back out of sight. Cherie! This fucking Shadowblade has been not doing good. It's like it has a mind of its own.
Kind of looking down at it.
It's almost as if the Blade of Shadow and the Knives of the Dark have something in common.
Maybe your friend, but I'm using you right now.
I will try one more time to fucking stab this one.
Okay.
There we are. Fucking
24, more than stabs. Yeah, hell yeah.
reinforcing my will on this fucking blade. And
Oh, Jesus, 15 psychic. Okay.
Lam that into him, and then as I pull it away, bonus action drinking in more spell, but also as I'm drinking in shadow, making sure to tear away this man's shadow specifically.
the one who is choking himself.
Okay. Yeah, he is more than bloodied at this point.
And that is me as I gain another 2 sorcery.
Okay. It's Sven's turn. Ooh, Sven got a 19. Come out the other side of this. Let's see. This guy. Creep, peek. Sees the Tiger Man is sufficiently far away. Kicks the table to the side, and you see him open a section of wall here and run through. Zashi, if you'd like to make a melee attack at him, you may do so.
Oh, I don't have any. I don't think I have anything to do a melee attack on him.
quarters. What do you use to cast your spells with? Do you have a staff?
A book.
Oh. Okay. If you don't have anything, that's fine.
Whack him with the
Oh,
book.
I do have a quarter staff, I guess, in my inventory.
If you have that, if you would have that in your offhand, I would allow you to use it.
I wouldn't, is the thing, so.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
He runs away with a box of jingling and clicking things. That you hear a door open to the south. Lucelle, it's you. You are still grappled.
Okay. Now trying to escape.
A 14 does escape.
Okay. And now she's like, "You suck, an asshole," and she's going to hit him with her mace.
It was your action.
Oh, it's my action. Yeah, I forgot. Thank you. She's going to. She can't get out of melee, but she's gonna hold up her mace. She's gonna take the. She can't take action. She's done an action. She's gonna pull out her mace and just brandish it threateningly at this guy. The green flame just like a torch. Basically, it's burning like a torch. That's it.
Okay. Alrighty, Zeke.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move here. I don't see no mans, so I'm gonna keep moving. Yeah. Where was I? Was I here?
Yeah, you're right in the corner.
I'm right in the corner. Alright, so it's 5. I'm gonna move here. And then around the corner. There's the mans, so that was what? How much? It's like
30.
30. And then how much do I have left? I don't have 25 left. I don't have 20 left. I have 15 left. Alright.
Really making you work for it, this guy.
Yeah, he is. In which case, I'm gonna. What do I want to do? I'll run up here and take the dodge action.
Ooh, okay. Dodgety dodge. Good to know. You guys hear further yelling from Orvex. He's very upset. Zashi.
I see the motherfucker and I'm gonna shoot him thrice.
Okay.
Depending on what you're feeling like, I don't know if you've still got it, but Hold Person isn't very nice spell.
Still doesn't have Hold Person. Still not Zashi.
Oh.
The 13 is gonna miss, but the other two will hit. Okay, you see that as you curve these out, the first one hits him, but it's as if he dodges it partially. It's almost uncanny. So he's gonna take 4 total force damage as he halves the first missile.
Fucker.
This man's lost his cans.
But you do hit him with 2 of the bolts, and it costs a gold every time you cast that spell or something. Track that. And is that you? Okay. Where are we? This man, he is no longer has Lucelle grappled. He's going to disengage and run. Out of towards the door. This man is by Zeke. He is not a fan of him. He's gonna pivot out of the way, kick over some of these barrels, and shoot once again twice at Zeke and once at Zashi. Be disadvantage at Zeke. So that is a 16 and a 12.
One.
One of those. Okay, that's going to be 3 piercing, 1 poison, 4 total. Zashi at normal, a 17. That'll bounce right off your armor. Okay, that's 10, 20, 30 feet. I'm going to try and dash to get onto the other side of Zashi. And we'll go to Shari. Shari, this guy's running from you. There are still sounds of combat.
We can't let this man run.
Yeah.
Get up on that
Kill
table.
him! Kill his ass!
You know, we're gonna get up on that
You got
table,
an arrow?
slide across, and close the door in front.
Oh god, okay. Give me an acrobatics to see how much of your movement that uses to slide over the table, or do you end up having to like scooch?
A little scooching.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna say that's all 30 feet of your movement to get there.
Oh, good. I got another 5.
Oh, okay.
What a bullshit. No.
What up, nonsense?
At the same time, looking at this one, if you're lucky, you'll get to see your friend ascend. As I will try to cut him down. Oh.
25 definitely hits.
Don't think he's gonna see his friend descend.
What does that look like?
Especially as I sweep that through like I'm cutting his throat, though the shadows and blood seeping out of his eyes and ears, and like, that's a shame. I was hoping there would be more of you worthy of it.
You hit in your head. He's not worthy. He's a dick.
You said you have 5 more feet of movement?
Yeah. I'm gonna step closer to here and stand over Sven curiously. Watch him.
Okay. You watch him get a 13, make another success. His tremors seem to be stilling, though his eyes still move wildly under his lid. Lucelle.
She is moving towards. She wants to watch this, but she also wants to watch her allies kill everybody. Does she know where they went?
I would say you know that they're down this way, yeah. You saw Zashi get dragged that way. That was the last thing you saw.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Hey, there's somebody there.
There is. He looks particularly smug and surprisingly unhurt after being in this fight this long. Everybody else is mostly dead, as you remember, and this guy's like cool, collected. It's very douchey. It's so douchey. Like,
Can
I
we
want you to
smell
hate this guy.
body spray?
No, he's so douchey. He actually has nice bathwash. Like
Oh.
it's so he's so much better than all these guys. It's the worst. I hate him.
Kind of guy who doesn't share the bath salts.
She's going to use. Fuck your firebolt.
Okay,
For some
firebolt.
reason, it's being silly. Let's do it this way. Hey!
25 is gonna hit. However, once again, you watch as it's uncanny how he seems to dodge part of your firebolt.
So it's half damage.
So that'll be 6 instead of 13. Yes.
Okay, but he's no longer pristine.
No, he's not. You scorched his very nice cloak that he used to block part of that. Alright, fine. Fine. Is that you?
Yeah, that's it for her.
Okay, there's nothing to stop Zeke from reaching this guy this turn, though.
Alrighty, just bound around, just bound, and like bound off the side of this table, probably like breaking the leg or some shit, and then
Yeah.
jump to this asshole.
Giddy.
And yeah, I'm on attempt to shove him up prone
Ooh, okay.
as I pounce on him.
Okay, athletics or acrobatics? He's gonna roll acrobatics. That is only a 13, though.
He's
You
prone.
knock his ass on the ground.
I'm going to attempt to, on the ground, sink my claws into him and hold him there as a grappling.
Okay,
Grapple.
check. He will have. Is prone disadvantage checks as well? Only on attack rolls. Okay, so he gets to make it again to try and dodge your claws. But an 11 fails to a 13. You use your second attack and grapple him as well.
And I can't remember because I didn't do the claws to attack.
No.
I did attack, but I didn't use the claws to attack. So do I get the third one or not?
Does it say when you use your claws to attack or when you take the attack action?
Let me remind myself.
It says attack action, both of those
When
are
you
attack
attack
actions.
with the claw using the attack action, so no.
Okay, you didn't use your claws.
Alright, but I did still attack, so I keep my rage. So he is
Yep.
prone and grappled, so he
Very
cannot.
nice. Fuck yeah. Alrighty then. We will go to Orvex. Everybody's favorite turn. It's Orvex's turn. He tries to get out. Dexterity. 11 does not succeed. Sashi, you're in melee range with this guy, but he is prone and grappled.
Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna. I don't want to just firebolt him again.
I mean,
Worked so
You will
well
have
last-
disadvantage.
yeah.
Mm,
Do you
I don't
have
really have any-
left? Because you could finally get use out of your flame blade.
Oh yeah, I guess I could try that.
To do what you want to do.
I can cast it. I mean, I can cast it at level 3.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that. Fuck it.
Okay.
Okay, if it would just. Oh,
Roll again. Yeah. 24 would hit, and you get an extra d6 because you upcast it. Down at a 3rd level Schlark. Alright, for 9 fire damage to this guy. He is not uncanny any fucking more.
haha, that is my turn.
Okay, constant this. It is his turn. He's going to try to fucking get out of this fucking nonsense.
I'm rolling real.
Acrobatics. Okay, that one is a success. That was a 13, so just barely. He breaks the grapple. He has to use half his movement to stand up. He's going to try and use his cunning action to disengage, but he can only get 15 feet. So he runs towards the door open in the wall over here, cloaks flapping. The smug look kind of freezing and twisting in that way into not anger and not fear, but just disgust that he was even touched at all. How dare. Horrible. Shuri.
Oh, I'm so vested to see what happens with Sven. God.
You can ask him about it later.
Problem is, I don't know what will happen to him as I start shuffling over. 35.
You actually can see him fleeing as you come to here.
Oh, I could just peek him.
Yeah, he'll have. I'll give him partial cover, but yeah. just the +2.
Tossing up the Shadow Blade and using that to manipulate, as I'm going to let that drop as I'm casting them out to shadowy chains to try and hold person him.
Ooh, a classic hold person from Shireen. That is a 19.
Damn.
Oh, dang it.
Nat flat, no bonuses or nothing.
Well,
A sec.
give it a shot.
Okay, is that you?
Unfortunately, because that was my main action.
Okay. Sven makes a choking sound behind you. That was 4. Lucelle, this guy's trying to fucking get away. Are you gonna let him?
Right now he's taking disengage.
On his last turn, he took disengage.
So he's not dodging. He's just normal.
He's dodgy, but he's not dodging.
Actually,
If that, I don't know if that was okay.
damn it. My turn's already passed. Fuck, never mind. I was gonna do something.
Lucelle.
Let's see.
No spells, just cantrips.
Yep. Well, I do have a Fairy Fire.
Would be helpful.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
going to
seem
cast.
pretty quick.
She's gonna light his ass up. You know, you're not getting away, asshole. Let's go. And she's going to light up a bunch of just a cavalcade of just rainbow lights, just poof, light up and tries to cling to him. So he needs to make a spell save DC against DC 15 for dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That is a 24.
He makes it. Damn it!
He is very good at dex saves.
She does fly to block the path.
Okay, I'll say as a medium creature, you completely block it. He would need to spend extra movement to move through.
Oh
his
yeah,
web.
she is concentrating on enlarge still too. I
Yep.
forgot about that. Thank you
Yep.
for reminding me.
No problem. If that's you, we'll go to Zeke.
Bound up to this man's.
Giddy ass.
And am I able to hit him from this position?
Yep. And I'll give you the advantage.
Alrighty. Well, first I'm gonna try grapples him because I don't want this bitch getting away.
Okay.
So
You're rolling to beat a 19. 25 definitely does.
And then after that, I'm just going to tear into this boy.
Okay.
Let's go. A 1 and a 2.
17 will hit, as will a 21.
A hit.
Try and twist away from
yeah.
the first one, so that'll be 5. The second one,
Another 11.
another 11, so 16 total.
Mhm.
You're tearing him. You can see now that he has much finer armor. This is clearly studded leather that he's wearing, rather than just the regular leather or even no armor that some of those other things had.
Noted.
If that's you, we'll go to Orvex. Desperate, he just wants out. That's a 5. Not out. Zashi, you got your sword. You got your flaming sword. Stab.
Stabbing. Okay. Click the button. I did it.
12 is not going to hit, fortunately.
Fucker.
Still quick enough to turn aside that hit, but you catch more of his clothing on fire.
Well, that's me.
Okay. Surrounded and very upset by it, he's going to lash out with his short sword once at each of you. Zeke first, a 9 misses. Zashi next, a 13 misses. And Lucelle, an 18 is going to catch you, I believe.
Yes, it will.
That's going to be 9 piercing, 4 poison, 13 total, and a con save DC 2.
1 second here. 13.
And then he hides somehow while he's being grappled and is in melee with all of you guys. He fails, but he does try.
It's a con save.
Super ultra.
You know,
Yes.
somehow I feel like he might have trouble hiding from me while
Oh,
I'm...
Okay, you are gonna
like
shrink
Mario.
Lucille.
Yeah, like Mario.
Okay, we'll go to Cherie. You can see this fuck up happening over here in the corner.
Alrighty. Harnessing back with those shadows again. Kind of experimenting and pushing myself. I'm going to use all the shadows I harvested to bring out Ilona again, merging from his own shadow beside him.
Ooh, spooky. Okay, roll
And-
for it.
And then with that, as he does arrive, he does feel the shadows coalescing around him, trying to grip onto him as I will... Well, I'll upcast it, but without another target. Hold person again, he'll have disadvantage now as the Illumin itself is trying to grab him and hold him in place.
That's a 13.
The same thing as Illumin shows up, the shadows creep in, crawling into his eyes, ears, and locking up his body, and chains bounding over arms and legs.
Okay.
This man.
Are you good where you are?
I'm happy where I am, and I look over at Sven almost excitedly to see if he succeeds.
Sven makes a wisdom save. That's a 13. That's another success. We are almost there. Lucelle.
So the pretty boy is now held.
And paralyzed.
She's going to move past the shadow and get out of the doorway because she's scared right now because she's so low and she has no magic left. And she's gonna take her mace and clobber him.
Okay.
She has advantage on the hit, right?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna light it up with green flame blade. So mace first. That's gonna miss.
6 is going to whiff, unfortunately.
Yeah,
You're
she's
still
real hurt.
shrinking as you're trying to swing it,
Yeah.
and your arm shortens and you miss the
Yeah,
swing.
and she's also just like freaking out because she's in such bad pain.
Mhm.
All right, that's it for her.
Do you want to run farther away? He is paralyzed.
Yeah, she gets behind Zashi.
Okay.
So she is ready to go back in and hit the guy again because she wants to clobber the fuck out of this guy because he almost killed her. But she's done.
All right. Zeke.
Alrighty, bound around. Get this guy in the corner against the wall. I am going to just, open. That's a crit.
They're all crits if they hit. That's a crit. That's a crit. They're all crits. They crit.
Yeah. And he can't uncanny dodge, can he? Because he's
No, no
incapacitated.
reaction.
So that, and that.
Would you
No,
total
wait.
that up for me?
Just
Wait.
a lot.
Are melee attacks or auto crits?
Yep,
Yes, if they
Oh, wait,
hit.
if they have to
What?
hit first.
Oh, okay. They have to hit his armor class. Got it. My bad.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Alright, so sorry. Let me re-edit that. So that is
15, 14, 29 plus 11 is 40 flat. Wow. Okay. Way past bloodied, straight up into single digits as you tear skin and flesh from this guy's body.
good shit.
Damn.
Our favorite boy Orvex in the corner. A 17. He almost gets the knot in his hand, and then he loses it and falls down towards his legs, wriggling on the floor. Shadow.
The shadow can only rip and tear.
Rip and tear till it's done.
21 hits and his crits.
Gritty.
I mean, you already did it. What does that look like?
Oh god. A lot more gruesome than it should be, especially since it's Iloma. As the chains, you hear that audible crack as it starts digging into him, and now realizes that the life is fading, so it just starts pulling the chains out in rapid succession, and starts eviscerating him from the inside out as all the shadows return to Iloma.
Okay.
Just exploding outward.
That is the end of combat. So, what I'm going to do at this point, how long does the shadow last?
For that, it immediately vanishes after the target is dead.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, what immediate actions do you guys take in regards to Sven and Orvex? Sven and the keeper. I keep referring to him by his name. You guys didn't-
Yeah.
I mean,
I would allow you, like, if somebody wants to just run back and just knock him out, taking it like enough. He's completely bound. You could just knock him out in a couple turns. If that is what you guys would like to have happen.
Yes.
I would like to do that, but I do have a question. Can I like have a quick run around and see if I can find gem box guy?
You can absolutely go through that door and try and find him as well. I just want to establish whether or not the screaming man is going to be allowed to scream.
No.
no, we're gonna take care of Orville.
Okay.
Orville.
I will go
Okay.
take care of that as Zeke pursues.
Yeah. So Zeke, you can move freely through this area to the south, and look for people. And I'm gonna resolve the last couple rolls for our our boy
Okay.
fucking
Drag him into the back. Slowly but surely.
Sven. Let me roll some shit for Sven. One more. Oh, 13. Okay. On a success, on 5 successes, just after the combat ends, you see that he passes from this troubled and tortured unconscious state to a much calmer one, and the arrowhead that is embedded in his neck slowly slides out and drops onto the ground, and you can see the large gash in his neck where it entered. There is only a very thin stream of blood, as if like a cut on a finger, not the gushing blood that you would expect from being stabbed in the underside of your chin.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that mean?
Zeke, you come into this room, you can see that this door here is open.
I saw they were all open, so I just closed them.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if I had opened it. Yeah, so the windows and that door were all open. You can see what looks like a desk with papers on it, as well as another storeroom, perhaps another front business, up the set of stairs. And you can see that, like, very clearly some things were grabbed from the desk and people ran out. Maybe perhaps another person who was in this room that left after the other guy went running out.
Did we go for him?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
All right, we'll get one of the others to take the other guy's in. And yeah, I'll if I can, I don't know, find tracks or anything, or listen or.
So this one opens out. You can see the like large square of the halfling district opening to the south of this. You're on the other side of the sparring hall.
Okay.
So there's a large crowd. Yeah, I mean it's you open the door and there are tons and tons of people milling about. You don't see this guy crowd. You can absolutely go out and look for him, but you are covered in blood.
All right, so probably not now.
Absolutely, but you know, I mean, you know his face. You know his description. He looks like all the rest of these guys. He is indisputably a criminal.
Yeah, I'll start looking through the shit here.
Okay. Why don't I get let me know if anyone else is doing specific things, and I'll get investigation from everyone to search this entire place.
Tying up Sven just in case.
Sure.
And disarming him. Curious
Sure.
as to what will happen. Then I'll investigate.
Okay.
Zashi would begin to check bodies.
I'm also going to help with investigations to look for anything of value.
Damn, we are all
not.
exhausted from that fight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucelle's looking real rough. She's got a nasty mark around her neck. She's got a little bit of blood coming out of her mouth. She's just looking haggard as hell. She's got no luster at all. She's very, very faded looking.
So you
Like,
just like
I'm down all kinds of spell slots.
rifling through the desk, not really finding anything, just like scratches it and like smashes maybe a chair and then just comes on back.
Yeah, there like in that room specifically, you saw a lot of like barrels filled with coils and coils of rope, lantern oil, rations and things of that nature. Just like almost like a general store, perhaps, or the storeroom for a general store, or maybe even just another supply room for this hideout that you guys have found. Lucelle is the one that in the room that I'm gonna just move all of you guys as a group real quick. Grab everybody. Lucelle is the one that leads you guys over to here and shows you that in this room there is a open and unlocked like cage that has 4 large chests in it. That all appear to be of great value. Most of the other things, as you guys are searching around, seem to be rooms for people to stay in. A common room with a table and a game of cards still laid out on it. There are many mundane weapons stashed throughout the this place. Almost all of them had short swords. There are more than a few short bows lying around. And of course, there are these garrotes that they had. If anyone's interested.
Yes.
there's no light in this room. I can't see anything in here.
I will put light on your girl.
Thank you. She would pull out her stone if it is dark in here.
Yeah. There you go. You see?
I would like to grab a couple of garrotes and if I can just grab a short sword and just start hacking off the head of the leader.
Okay. The full head.
Mm-hmm. Should I move myself there or?
No, you could just say that you take it if you want the full head.
Yeah. And I'll like wrap it up with his cloak, I guess.
Before we try to look inside these boxes, this is a pretty dubious place. I'm pretty sure these gang guys were criminals. Maybe they have traps on here. I am pretty good with my hands and thieves' tools. They might have tools like that in here. If we could look around for them, I might be able to check for traps and locks on these things.
It seems
So
to
that-
be their supply closet.
Yeah, so Lucille was going to see if there is any thieves' tools or equipment that she could use as thieves' tools in here, because she doesn't
I'd
have
say
these tools.
with the 22, you would find a set of thieves' tool on
Yes!
the smarmy guy. Yeah.
Yes! Cool, she now has a thieves' tools kit. Sweet! Because that's pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm. And I also will take a couple of roads.
Okay, so yeah, she is checking.
Okay, so I'll say Zeke and Shuri each take 2 for the garrote.
She's checking the boxes that were in this storage area for traps now.
Okay, give me a another investigation.
Boom.
Another 22. You determined that normally that this room is locked. It seems like they may have been taking things in and out of here recently, perhaps these bows or something like that. And while the chests are all locked, they do not have any traps on them. And I'll say also with a 22, when you were looking for the thieves' tools on this guy, you also found a ring of keys on the master thief.
Cool. So he's gonna pop the box.
Yeah. So between the 6 guys that you loot and the 4 chests, I will put a big wall of text of all of the things that you find in this room and on the guys, not counting their weapons.
Cool.
So, 2 of the chests are filled with gold, silver, and copper. One of them is filled with a variety of gemstones on small cushions, though not as many as you guys are looking for. And the last seems to be filled with salvage, copper threaded leather armor, linen sash, a tabard also threaded with copper. You see a rosewood bowl, a very nice crystal set of dice, and a potion that you can see the toe of a hill giant floating in. And all of you probably recognize one of the most common, like, oh, I want one of them. That'll make me real strong potion. Like, that's one that everybody as a kid was like, oh, my dad makes hill giant potions. He can beat your dad up.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't fight giants.
My dad works for Microsoft. He's gonna get you banned.
Lucelle would eyeball the sash and the sash and the dice. Bunches.
Would any object if I took the bowl?
I don't mind, but I like that sash just because I think it would look nice on him.
Just folding up the head and the fucking and the cloak. Take your pick. Although I don't know about you folks. I'm thinking maybe next port, try and find a carpenter, interior designer, cozy up the ship a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds real nice.
I would enjoy that.
Everyone can also take 425 experience.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
So 16, 850.
Yes.
Sweet.
And I mean, I don't know about y'all, but do y'all prefer the hammocks, or so we can get some beds?
Oh,
All
that hammock that I have is probably one of the most comfortable hammocks and sleeping beddings you could probably find on Material Plane. Just saying. Don't want to toot my kin's horn, but that's made from like over 50 years of gathering all kinds of
talking
spider
about
webs.
the stuff we
energy
have
saber.
already in the ship.
Hmm?
I was talking about the ship's already installed equipment.
Oh,
Anyways,
cool.
Quartermaster, you got a log of all this?
People are talking to you.
Yeah, I sorry. What did you say? I didn't hear it.
Did you get a log of all this, Quartermaster?
Yes, I am doing that now.
Good. All right. Well, let's load this up and.
Hey, Captain, is it okay in an emergency? Because it's kind of funny for something small like me to have an amazing amount of strength. Could I carry around the potion of Hilljohn strength for emergency use?
I suppose so.
I mean,
Yeah.
I won't drink it unless you need me to. But I think it'd be handy in a pinch because
so-
nobody expect me.
Just for the note, the sash and the dice are going to Lucelle, and the bowl is going to Cherie. Just so you know,
Mhm.
thing. And potion of Hillgiant strength is also going to go to Lucelle. Those should go with the ship's hold thing handout.
So, let's get what we can from these folks. I don't know if they seem to be doing something magic with their pens. Maybe we gather those up.
Yeah, maybe we could turn those over to the authorities, or maybe we could turn them over. Maybe
I
we
would be
could give them to
cautious.
somebody else to get money.
I would be cautious.
Yeah, I don't think we should turn them over. I think we should give them to somebody else so they can make money off of it, and we could just take a finder's fee or some shit.
I think we go and take a nice, well-earned rest in that fancy place we were staying at.
I don't know, boss. I think we should get the fuck out of here after we get money from that one guy that wanted the gems. If we
Well,
find the gems.
Have the gems. We need to take him and go after them folks, because I mean, maybe we can get something from them from killing this fella, but
Okay. Well, let me. She starts casting prestidigitation herself, and then she offers to clear anybody else that wants it.
Yeah.
Anybody else wants to get cleaned up?
To be clear, you did get 6 more gems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 6 more of the gems, and were there any more other than that, or were there
Not that you found yet. If you
that we know of that I've been
Oh
asked?
yes. With these 6, you found 9 totals and 20 that you were looking for, but you might be able to just get gold difference or accept a slightly lesser bounty. It seemed like when you talked to him earlier and you rolled that insight, the most important thing is that he wanted revenge for this.
Yeah.
He was, fine to still pay you guys. He's just going to take out some of the money that he's losing
Yeah.
for not getting
Okay.
it back.
I think that's all right. Yeah. I think we give ourselves.
Maybe if we take Sven over to him, he'll be happy.
Oh no, I think he wanted this fella. It was the one he recognized.
Oh, okay, cool. So we take that head to him. He'll be real happy.
Yeah. Let me and I'll snip off just the guy's hair
Okay.
and pocket that, and then have the head separate.
Well, let's rest up because I'm almost dead. She coughs up a little bit of blood.
Yeah, you look pretty fucked up, and
Yeah, he did a number on me. I was trying to be the hero. I don't think I should have done that.
I mean, you did some good work. I probably would have been down if it weren't for your assistance there, so that is much appreciated.
Thank you, Captain. I still feel like shit.
Well,
Can I pet you now because I earned it?
fine. You have
Thank you.
1 second.
Thank you so much, Captain. She reaches up and very, very gently pets his head and like scratches his ear, and then she stops.
Okay, you're done.
Thank you, Captain. She looks so happy. She actually lights up a little bit.
That was very begrudging, but
I appreciate your candor, and that was very kind of you. I'm very much I'm very happy.
yeah, well, you kept me alive, so I appreciate it.
You
Anyways,
kept me alive.
continue to be alive.
Yeah, thank God we're all alive.
I like breathing.
And we have a lot of money.
That's fun too.
And we're rich.
Cherie, what are you doing in that room with Sven?
Where'd we go?
Basically, like looking over his face, his skin, muscles, like
Licking his face.
Basically, seeing like exactly what happens to him.
I'm curious if this is what happened to her at the same sort of happenstance.
From what your friends told you, you died. Sven is still visibly alive, though his fever has gone away.
Yeah, Lucille kind of like limps in, like very slowly, just. And she kind of climbs onto the table and flops down onto it, just with her feet dangling, and looks at the guy, and she looks over at Cherie and says, I don't think he's gonna do the same thing you did, honey. He didn't die like you did. You died pretty spectacularly, by the way. I don't think he's gonna come back, or he's not. I don't think the arrow did the same thing to him that he did to you. It might be better to just kill him. He might just be like waking up like, ugh, like he had a bad headache or something.
Yeah.
Just want to mention that I'd like to just take a little bit more time to properly restrain the bread man. I forget his name. I know you said it so many times. I'm sorry.
No worries, it's Orvex.
Orvex.
Yeah, he's completely restrained. Yeah, you tie him down even more. You additionally gag him, a thing you weren't able to do earlier.
Yeah.
And I'll say, as you guys are deciding what you're gonna do with these 2 living captives that you had, one who has survived the arrow and one who is an old liar, that's where we're gonna end today's session. You guys will have your visit to the salesman and any other decision that you have to do. What could be up with the herbalist? Why would they lie and send you to her? These questions will be answered next time. On Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I have something that is a little fun. I have something that's a little up that Zeke's feeling like doing. We'll see what happens next session.
Eating a man.
No,
Oh, you're not in the watch together. You missed my hilarious joke. Fuck. The game ended and I played the Seinfeld tune.
Don't worry. Everyone else heard.
Yeah, I mean, I'm old enough to know the joke. It's cool. And by virtue of you being New Yorkers, of course you know it. That's like, I think required viewing now for you, right?
Hey, Gabagoo. All fucking righty. Thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna go and piss like a racehorse. Thank you
Good
guys.
job. Good game.
all right. Enjoy that.
The power
Good
of family.
night.
Thank you
This
for
gun I
it.
found.
Was a good time. I enjoyed it. I apologize for speaking over. I got a little excited.
I think we're all guilty
It
of that.
happens.
I know I'm guilty of that all the time, and I apologize every single time because I'm so sorry.
I am an autistic child. I apologize.
I get that. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Auf Wiedersehen.
God, I'm so curious. I want to know. He may be alive, but the fact that he's not still bleeding when the arrow came out leaves me curious.
Do y'all want to know what I'm planning on doing, or shall I leave it for next session? Because
I'm fine either way, man.
I have a slightly fucked thing.
Slightly fuck things are good.
So, you know how the herbalist was a little bit
Oh, yeah.
of
Bring
Lady
the fucking
bitch.
head.
But no, I'm just going to take a little bit of the guy's hair, dip it in a little bit of blood, and leave it in a package on their front doorstep.
Oh, that would be so good.
Fuck you, lady.
No, the head goes to the scales, man.
The scalesman.
Mhm.
Alrighty. I'll catch you boys later. I'm gonna go
Alright.
play some Diablo.
Enjoy. Also, just I'm around, so if you want to give Hunt a go, let me know.
Hell yeah.
I'm here.
The next
And
time, my
do-
friend.
Pretty please. I'm looking forward to playing.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, I'll catch y'all later.
What the?
Goodbye.
Alright, lords and ladies. Especially you, Longbed. I will bid you good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Sweet dreams to those who are going to bed, and have a good day to those who are actually still going on. Tomorrow should be more. Yeah, Tomb of Annihilation. So, that shit's gonna get fucking wild already. Have a good night. Oh, before I forget, it would be. Where's the time frame? Where's the time frame? Oh, the Jungle Bungle Boogie. It will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, just so you know ahead of time. Till then, have to say.